Cougars on 3. 1, 2.
All right, so
You can do it.
just got to make sure we got some good levels here.
Along with our
Watching,
project,
standing
we
by.
made a little photo album
Master level is there.
with each child.
Nice.
So,
You'll be able to talk about
one
that.
for the kinder.
You won't be on till 6:15 though. Drew, where do we put the mic? Where's the best place?
That one, wherever, you know?
Just up
That's what
here?
the teachers are going to use. I think that's a great spot for it. All right, we're going to check this and make sure that we're streaming, but it should be live to the world right now.
To the world?
To the world, to the squirrel. 7 people. Can you hear me okay?
Test, 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 test.
I like it. Man, my voice sounds so good.
And is it almost showtime?
It is. We're live. How many people we got watching? Let's see. 7? Ooh. All right. Cool. Oh, look, I think the door's open. Man, 3rd grade taking off. Look at that.
Gotta get our miles right there.
Right? Come on.
Let me know when to get into the view.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, come into the middle, Josh.
All right. Don't want to break anything up here. Some delicate class projects on the stage. Ooh. Cool.
All right.
I think we're ready. You ready?
Are you ready?
3, 2.
Hi.
Good evening, OLS families and friends joining us from anywhere around the valley, the state of Texas, the U.S. Thank you for joining us here live today. If you are not live, if you are not with us just yet, I ask that you please send text messages out. You guys get together. We're going to be here for 4 hours. If I haven't had a chance to introduce myself to everybody, my name is Mr. Martinez. I am the principal of Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School, and with me is my amazing co-host, Mr. Drew Lenz. Mr.
What's
Lenz.
up? Hello, everybody. Hello, wonderful internet. I hope we're excited. I hope I'm too loud. This is fantastic. It's another great year as an OLS family, as an OLS parent, as an OLS volunteer. I know a lot of you out there are excited about what we've got tonight. We had some extremely cool stuff happen last night. Tell me a little bit about last night. What did you guys do last night?
Last night, well, we had Spirit Awards
Okay.
that took place, right? We honored our families that we usually recognize as a school. Dr. and Mrs. Carlos Mohammed were our Spirit Award recipients. So congratulations to you all once again. I do want to say this. Mr. Lenz opened up the bidding ahead of time, right? The platforms. And we were already getting bids on the projects. We have 2 mystery items that we're going to be opening up here pretty soon. I think one of them's already been opened up. One of them's open.
Rena, watch out.
Yeah. So it's the VIP parking space. We're going to add a little twist to it, right? So we have a special parking space designated. Why is it special? Because it's covered parking, right? So a lot of people fight over that one, and they bid each other. They bid each other out every year. Mrs. Rena Gonzalez, we're going to put you on the spot. She historically, I think she's the back-to-back winner of the back-to-back probably of the VIP parking space. But now, any parent out there that bids for the parking space, you can choose to use it yourself, or you can choose to give it to one of our staff members if you win the parking space. So we're going to add a little bit of twist to that. So that should change it a little bit.
That's awesome. That's very cool. So teachers, staff members, whoever we pick.
Whoever you pick.
Oh, man.
Whoever you pick. And it's their parking space for a whole year or until this event comes back, right?
I like it. That's pretty cool. Well, the parking space always goes for a significant amount of money there. So I know we can watch these bids coming in. Oh, they're already coming in. $215 is the high bid already. So we know that that's going. That's pretty cool. We do have another one, another special item that we're going to tell you. No, we're not going to tell you.
No, we're not.
Make 'em wait.
At 8 o'clock, we're going to reveal the final mystery auction item, so that stay tuned. And like I said, if you're still joining us, if you're barely joining us right now, and at 8 o'clock, we'll be able to present our very first, we'll be able to reveal what that VIP project is.
I love it. I think it's great. I think everybody's going to be pretty excited about it. It's been an interesting year. It's been a little bit different. I've got 2 kids here now,
Yeah.
so they're back. You've got a couple here too.
Yep.
It's been a different year from a parent's perspective, but you know, all the safeguards that have been taken here have really put me at ease personally, which I'm kind of a crybaby, so that works out pretty well. But yeah, I mean, what a challenging year! What a great year to come together for all these class projects. I know when my daughter came to school here, she was so excited to be a part of this, and my son, you know, he was elated to have something to do other than watch YouTube all day, because that's really what they do.
Yeah, and Drew said it best. It has been a very, very unique year. I love these projects because they're different, because the teachers were very, they had to do a little, they had to think outside the box just a little bit and be creative on how they can tie in that aspect of community with just dealing with this pandemic right now. We have students that were included, all students were included, whether you're online or you're in person, we brought everybody together. And I think that's going to be a theme tonight, bringing everybody together. Normally we'd have this huge gala, our gym would be full, you know, we'd have cocktails everywhere, we'd have people dancing, music.
There may be cocktails.
There may be cocktails, yeah, we don't know yet. But normally, you know, we'd all come together, and right now we're just faced with a very, very different circumstance. So this is the first time that we're ever going to host an event such as this here at Lady of Sorrows School. And we need you, our school, and our church, and then our overall community. There's many ways that you can contribute, and the contributions that you're making 100% goes back in just support of Catholic education. You know, we have our class projects that you can bid on. If you don't have a student and you just want to give back to Catholic education, and I said it yesterday at our live raffle that we had at 2:30, you know, this week was School Choice Week in the state of Texas. And Friday, yesterday, kicked off Catholic Schools Week. And so it's important for us to recognize those of you that have your children here, those of you legacy families, those of you families that have had students come through OLS that are alumni or even alumni watching at home. It is your opportunity to give back to a school that means near and dear to my heart, to my family, to your family as well, and all our families here at OLS. So if you don't have a student here and you don't bid on a project, that's okay. We have our paver stones that you can actually purchase as well. And those are, I mean, they're carved out of stone. They're placed out in the front of our gym in our walkway.
They're for alumni, right?
Yes.
That's the key there?
Yeah, for alumni. We also have, you can purchase on part of the memory tree out in the foyer that's in the front entrance of the school. You can purchase one of those and your name, your family name will be engraved as well. Or just a big one, if you're on the platform, please get on the platform, have an account ready to go. You can just simply donate. You can just simply donate to Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School. There's a simple button where you can just donate. And we hope that throughout these 4 hours that we're together, the Spirit moves you in some way, and you're called to give towards a Catholic education to all of our wonderful students here at Lady of Sorrows Catholic School.
Well, so speaking of that, I don't know if we want to read out that number. That's a fun number. We've already raised a whole bunch of money so far.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching it come in. So if you see us looking off to the left, we're not just staring off into space. What we're doing is we're looking at this huge scoreboard that we have behind us. And to kind of paint the scene of where we're at, me and Mr. Martinez are hanging out on the stage. We're here in the gym. We got a couple of lovely teachers and educators standing right beside us. But that's it. We got Mr. Josh Morales behind the camera. There's less than, there's what, 10 of us in here? 7 of us in here? So here comes Mr. D. You know, it's a huge sellout audience crowd tonight. There we go. There's some noise coming in from the background. So let's take a look at this. I've been watching the boards, right? I've been watching what's going on in the class projects. And if you go to Browse All, you can see everything that's on there. And we've got some ones that have just really taken off. We are at $215 on the parking space right now. And the other top secret item that hasn't even been announced yet is already at $100. So we're adding to the total every minute right now. People are getting their bids in, they're getting outbid, they're rebidding. One of the cool things about this software is that you can set what's called a max bid. So you can go in there and you can say, I'm willing to spend X amount of dollars, and anytime someone tries to compete against you, it will automatically knock them out and send them a text message and let them know that they've been outbid. So the number one class project right now, where's my third grader? Oh man, third grade class is at $720. Second grade class at $640. Third grade just got another boost there, so it's doing really well. We got Montessori, $280 and $250 for pre-K and through K5. Eighth grade is at $500 right now. We've got sixth graders at $340, $540 on your fourth grade projects. I feel like I'm doing the weather, but I also feel like I dressed up for American Bandstand.
Hey, we're ready. You look sharp.
Listen, you look great. You told me that I knew you were going to do something special, so I couldn't be outdone, man.
Of course, man. Compliment each other well.
I hope we're coming off on camera okay. If you're having any problems with the audio or the video, please drop something in the chat and let us know. We're both trying to be super protective here, so we are still wearing our mask. Everybody in this room is still wearing a mask. You know, if we stand too far apart, I don't know if you'll be able to hear or see us, but I'm okay with this. If my kids can do it all day, I can do it for a couple hours.
Absolutely. And, you know, safety is number one. And just, we're almost ready, right? So the first project here, what we're gonna do is it's gonna be in 15-minute increments. The first project that we're gonna showcase is going to be the Pre-K3, Pre-K4 project. And to stay on time, we're gonna do it right at 6:15. We have our amazing Montessori teachers here present with us that are also gonna help in kind of talking about the project and details about what went into the project and the students' the students' work, that all the work that went on behind the scenes.
They didn't just do it themselves?
No.
That's what Miss Pat told me she did.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Miss Melissa. Sorry, she's not here to defend herself.
And we can pick up this one.
I can't wait to hear from y'all. These projects, one of the things that really blew me away when I came in today is how large all of them are. I had no idea they were the size that they were. When you look at the photos online, you don't really get the scale, right, of this thing. And I'm going to try and be extra careful and not knock anything over this evening. So if I do, I apologize. But it was interesting to see, you know, some of these. You think about kids' fingerprint on the, on the internet, it looks about that big, but you stand here in person, that's actually extremely colorful and really well laid out. But it's great to see all of them from left to right. Everybody, all the hard work that they go into. You know, as a parent, I have a couple of these projects adorning my house or office. So I know there's a lot of families out there, those 8th grade families, of course. You know, it's the last year for these projects to come through. So we're definitely keeping our eyes on junior high. But those elementary projects are doing well, and everyone loves a Montessori project. So in about a minute and a half, we're going to have Montessori come up here.
I will ask parents at home that are watching if you could please take some selfies. We're going to ask, Mr. D is going to share a email on our Facebook page or send a text out with an email address. If you can just email those pictures to us so that we can constantly upload onto our Facebook page so that we can see what you all are doing at home. I encourage you all in my email to, dress up in nice attire, cocktail attire. It's your choice. Have a cocktail or two or, whatever your beverage of choice is, and just have fun safely, right? Following safe guidelines with your family. We'd like to see pictures of you with the kids and just how you're enjoying this evening. Because thinking about what we would be doing if we were all together, I mean, the excitement that we shared last year in our gala, and it was kind of like a casino theme.
It was awesome.
It was great. And so we're trying to make it as fun and as entertaining and engaging as we can. And so just please, we will get that email to you. Mr. D will send out a mass text, and please email those photos to us, and we will upload them onto our Facebook page.
Cocktail attire for me for the last year has been sweatpants.
Yeah.
And an oversized t-shirt. It's about, I had a chance to put on the tux, and I think the real winner here is the fact that I can still fit into this thing after the last year. I know some of y'all feel me out there. I've seen the food pictures on my Instagram and the at-home meals. It's so cool to see everybody doing all the at-home. But what was crazy is I didn't see all of the food pictures match up with how many Nordic Track and Peloton pictures I saw. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of everybody again soon. I'm sure There's been some changes other
Of
than our
course.
kids growing. I think, Camrad's 10 pounds, so don't worry about this. Oh, man. Well, anyway, I think it is about that time
Yep.
for our first group to come on up here.
So we are coming to the stage with us is going to be Miss Kat, Miss Mimi, and Miss Doris, three of our amazing Montessori teachers. Miss Melissa, I apologize, could not be with us this evening. So we keep her in our prayers, and we welcome them to the stage.
Okay,
And
you
what we
gotta
want to do, come
speak
this
up.
way, come this way.
Come on over here. Don't
Come
be
on
scared.
in.
Don't
Let's
be
give them a round of
scared.
applause, our Montessori teachers.
Yay.
Woo! So I will just, before I hand the mic or talking over to them, I'm going to highlight their project really quickly. So the first project is going to be this one, I believe, right? So it's going to be the pre-K. Stage is a little wobbly, guys. It's going to be the pre-K project. The picture doesn't do it justice. I'm here live. It's big. The detail that went into the crosses, I mean, just the work that the kids did. It's a beautiful project. So I'm going to hand it over to the ladies, and so that they can explain the project in a little bit more detail, and then we'll go from there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody at home. Welcome. We are excited to be here. I'm just a little bit nervous.
Talk right into the mic.
We don't usually stand and talk in front of people, right? Just
the kids.
unless they're 3, 4, and 5 years old. So this is odd for us. Welcome. Our project, the very first one we're going to show you is our pre-K project. Our 3 and 4-year-olds did this project using oil pastels and their fingers to smudge the oil all over, and they got to choose their colors. We tried to make them complimentary, but they got to choose what they were going to do, and along with it, accompanying the projects, each one will have a photo album, and the photo album will be the directory. It has the picture in the front of every child's project. I won't show everybody, but I'll show. Look, Mr. Morales is here, so his son, and it'll have his son with the picture of the project that they did with his name that they wrote. So that way you'll be able to find your child's exact picture. Here's Mr. Lentz's child. Woo! Better see your name on that board. No.
Text Jessica.
There it is.
There
my name.
it is. Yay!
Go! So they work hard on it. It's kind of difficult sometimes to corral 3 and 4-year-olds in order to do these kind of projects. And same thing with 5s. They have a little bit more patience than the 3s and 4s. But they did an outstanding job. They did great.
They were very happy to see it all put together. And what's really special about this project is that not only did the children design their own project, but we put a lot of work into it ourselves as well. We ourselves made sure to place each cross where it went, where we wanted it to go, and we personally glue them on as well. So it took a lot of work. So it was all hands-on, it was all teamwork, and it was amazing. The kids, when they finally saw the finished product, it was like, wow, where's mine? I said, well, look for it. So they really enjoyed it.
That's great. I think
Yeah.
those are awesome. What a cool way to show everything off. I think it's fantastic. So, don't outbid me, but start your bidding now. No. Let's see, where are we at with
Remember,
this?
this
That
is for the
project-
kids.
That project's doing pretty good. Okay, so Montessori pre-K is at 340. Montessori kindergarten K5 is at 540.
Woohoo!
So, that's
Wasagi!
awesome. You guys are doing great up there. Got some numbers on the board? That's
Yes, we
phenomenal.
do.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Keep it going.
So how is everything? Different type of year for y'all.
At the beginning,
Grab that mic. There you go.
when we first started this in March, when all of it hit, we were laughing because we were saying that we were like, hello, my baby, trying to keep the kids, paying attention to us. I was like, oh my gosh! Like we were just trying to keep them engaged at the very beginning. It was new for all of us and across, the nation, the whole world. But we have come into our own. The kid it's been so much different now for us to have to do online and do in person, but we've made it work. And the kids are moving forward, and they're all progressing fantastically.
That's awesome.
Difficult, but we got it done. We had an extensive, at the beginning of the year, extensive teaching, professional development that was amazing because that gave us the whole keys that we needed because we were walking into this, especially being Montessori and young kids,
hands-on.
blind. We were blind, and that first 3 weeks was the key that we really needed, and that was the push that gave us what we needed.
Yeah, I can see tears in your eyes.
Yeah. It is. It's difficult, and it is hard because we had to change our whole method of teaching. You can't put it back. I know that's what the procedure is, but you need to take it to a sanitation table, and it gets sanitized before it gets put back. But they've now been accustomed to the new program, and it's great. They've been fantastic.
That's good. Well, it's great to hear, and I think, we're, like I said, we're doing pretty well. I appreciate you all taking the time in these class projects. I know that probably wasn't easy to wrangle them up either, and even coming up with the idea of how do you get someone to do something collaboratively individually, like it's... And social distance.
I also think I like their plan. So their plan to get all the kids together, it was on a Monday. We used our pavilion outside. They had several tables set up. And awesome. Kids that were online got to come in. And everything was done outside in a safe space. So kudos to you all for just being creative and always trying to think, what can I do to engage everybody, to include everybody? And you all have done a great job of that this year. And it's evident what the type of work that was done with this project and everybody's involvement in this as well.
We're all staring at the screen trying to see. Look at that, man. Look at that. Woo! We're getting some
numbers. The numbers slowly going up, and we're just at the first Montessori project.
What I want you to do real quick before we move on to the next one is you told Jessica and I a story. Because what we did is when we wanted to bring our kids back to school, we didn't call the principal. You never call the principal. He's going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, right?
Of course.
We called Kat.
Miss Catherine.
What's it like? Yeah. So what's it like in the classroom? I mean, really, what's it like? What can we expect? Can you quickly tell them the lunch story about how the kids? Just because I think that was neat just to get a peek into the classroom.
I told Jessica and Drew, I said, okay, the one thing you're going to need to know is you need to step up your lunchbox game. All right? Because the kids, it's 9 o'clock and they're asking, when's lunch? And they open their lunchboxes, I have a hot dog, I have a sandwich, who else has macaroni? And it's like the highlight of the day. So they like to raise their hand, and they do it on their own, take a poll of who has what, who has a sandwich today, who has this, who has that. So there's bento boxes out there, like, putting y'all to shame. Step up your lunchbox game.
None baloney, man. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Okay, so hello, first week, I'm just going to put it out there. He came with Perrier with water.
Hey, that's all my wife. Y'all know me better than that.
I was like, okay, now you're just showing off. I said, step up your game, not stomp on everybody else's game. But they love the lunch. That's like their favorite time. And we're just finishing lunch, and they were saying, okay, when's snack? So that way they can open their lunch boxes again. But yeah, that's a different part of our whole lunch. Instead of everybody at a table, they're all at their individual workstations, their own areas, and they're yelling across the room of who has what, who has this. So.
I think it's their favorite time of the day also because they get to take their mask off and finally see their faces.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, you want to move on?
Yeah, we can go ahead and transition right into that next project.
Perfect.
All right, thank you, parents.
Yeah. Now let's see where we're at. Let's see what we got going on here. We have, there's 3 hours and 37 minutes left.
Yep.
Still got some gas in our tank. We're good to go. I will let everybody know we'll probably have to take a short break in between everything. Obviously a little bit of an intermission. We've got to recharge some batteries and do all that good stuff. Let's see here.
We also need to recharge our batteries too. So
560 and 480 on the Montessori projects. 2,100 on the first grade class
wow,
project.
2,100 on the first grade.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming. That's awesome. Oh, this is great. 620 for fourth grade, sixth grade at 340, 420 for fifth grade. Oh, these numbers keep going up. So the parking lot space is at $615 right now. I wonder how many times Rena's bid on that. And then the top secret one is still at 100. Oh, those numbers keep going up. That's so great to see. What we're looking at is we're watching everyone. We're watching as the bids come in, and we're so happy that you all are engaging with us on this. I know I've got I turned into a zombie about 6 months ago, man. Just sick and tired of watching all that stuff, and I can't imagine how everybody's feeling. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in, listening to us to tell bad jokes and all kinds of good stuff. So The next class project.
Yeah, so we're going to pause real quick
Okay.
for the next class project. But before we take a small break, just a tiny break, the next project will be first grade. All right, it'll be our first grade project. It's already trending very, very well. We'll bring our first grade teachers up so they can give us an in-depth look at what went into their project. Very, very unique, very different project, outside the box. I love it. But I do want to bring us back. Again, this is our Montessori pre-K3, pre-K4 project over here. And then we have our K5 project over here. And you just had all three of our amazing Montessori teachers speak of these two projects. So we will be back in a few minutes. Stick around. Please stay with us. And our next project will be our first grade project. Enjoy some music, and we will see you in the next few minutes. All right? Thank you.
go.
Charger for what?
All right, let's see.
In the conference room.
Okay, there we go. Hey, it looks like we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah. I think we're back.
Give me a thumbs up, Josh, if we're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, parents, we apologize, but it doesn't surprise us. I mean, this is the norm that we're living in, technology. We apologize. We will, if we have any technical difficulties, please stay with us, refresh your browsers. Don't log back in, or do not log back in. And so stay with us, please, and forgive us if we get disconnected or there's any technical difficulties. So I'm going to go ahead and bring us back. I don't know at what time you got cut off, but Mrs. T had already given her amazing elevator speech. So we're going to try to rewind just a little bit, and we're going to try to bring it back. So now we're in the process of showcasing our first grade project. We have our amazing teachers, Mrs. Acevedo and Mrs. T up here. I will bring the project up. Like I said earlier before we got cut off, very unique, very student-driven, the details of it, and I'll hand it over to our teacher so they can explain the first grade project.
Well, hello, parents. Welcome tonight. I'm so excited being here, and I hope you all are excited being at home. I want to say hi to all our first grade kids. If y'all are out there, hi, I love you guys. And we just want to say, parents, your kids did an amazing job. If you can see, each little animal is so unique with details. They chose their favorite animal. We had talked about it in our religion classes about God's creation, and they had talked about maybe, why don't we do animals? And I said, you know what, we're going to choose our favorite animal. And sure enough, they spent their time, first of all, drawing it onto paper. And sometimes it took more than once or twice to finally get it down, but they finally did, and they did an amazing job. And as you can see, we threw in a very, very special touch at the very end that we want to share with you all as a little surprise for all of you and our students. Ms. Acevedo, you want to say something?
As you can see, there's a lot of God's creations. We have a beautiful turtle, a flamingo, a narwhal, a lion, kangaroo, a ferret, a giraffe, zebra, a horse, 2 butterflies, a bear, bunnies. I mean, you name it, you'll see it here. Love it.
All right, parents, so I hope you get all cheered up at home, and it's worth it. It is well worth it here. It is a very unique project. You won't see another one like it whatsoever at all. So I hope that you take the time to really, really look at each individual little shape that they did, all the little different animals, all the nice colors, and this would be a beautiful thing to have out in your garden, especially on a nice windy day with that breeze going through, hearing those little chimes and the little wooden pieces making that beautiful sound. Like I said, they first did it on regular paper after a few tries. Then we sent it off so they could work on it, and it was placed into wood design. Those are actually wood pieces.
That's what I was going to ask. It looks like it's cut out with wood. Is that what's going on there?
Yes.
And with the help of one of our parents whose brother has this machine, I mean, we would like to thank that parent very much. Without her, this would not be possible.
Sounds like she needs to bid on it.
I know, come on. I know you want it. Yes.
This is great. And I see it's got the students' names now?
Yes, actually, yes. It has every single student from Ms. T's class all mixed up with my class.
And their original signature.
Exactly.
We did not write it for them. It's the authentic signature from their own hand.
And you can tell the detail, the penmanship. You can see it, that this is the actual student's signature. They're writing on this piece right here.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And the kids were very excited. And in class, I mean, this class.
I want it. No, I'm going to get it.
I'm going to get it. No, I'm going to get it. So,
Like, who wants Ms. T's class to win it? No, we want our class, someone in our class. So, yeah.
Well, it's showing up. If you look at the numbers up there.
Thank you
This
so
project-
much.
this
This is
project's
for our
pretty
school.
keep
Yeah.
bidding, keep bidding. It's worth it. Thank you guys.
Thank-
Good night. Thank you guys.
We'll see you Monday.
That's awesome. I love seeing the projects like that come together. That one's still, I don't think I've seen one like that in the last couple of years. That's pretty,
Yeah.
well, I haven't seen any like this. They're always different, you know what I mean?
And this one also, like, I guess Mrs. T and Mrs. Acevedo, I'm assuming that every animal represents a child, right? Because a child chose that animal. Every child chose a specific animal. Yeah, very, very unique. So great job again. Bids continue. The bids continue to go up. They're continuing to rise. First grade doing wonderful. Keep on bidding. You know, stay with us. Looking up at the board again.
Sixth grade's got to bring it up. They're doing pretty good, but
Yep.
we're seeing it. There's so many great bids coming in. The parking space is steady at $1,015. I expect a rush on that one a little bit later. $1,000, and you get to for the teachers.
Remember, you can bid on the VIP parking space and give it to any staff member, or you can keep it for yourself. It's up to you. Also, I want to also remind you that when you get on the site, you can also you can purchase a paver stone. That stone is engraved with any special message, your family's name, your student's name, and it'll go out in the front of the gym. Also, you can purchase a memory to be part of the memory tree. It's that big tree with the plaques that you see out in the foyer in the entrance of the school. And if the paver stone is not something that you're looking to purchase, or even the memory tree, you can just simply go on and just simply donate towards Catholic education and simply donate towards Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School by just simply clicking on that button. So I encourage you to continue to share this link with other friends, other business owners, other people that you know may just like to contribute towards a Catholic education.
I love it. I love it. You see these numbers keep going up. I think that's the coolest thing this year this is something behind the scenes all year. We would sit there and we'd be like, okay, we're doing pretty good. You know, where's this one moving? But now it's great to have everyone sitting in this room, standing in this room, watching these numbers continue to rise to support everything that's here. I'm really looking forward to these next ones. Let's see. So coming up, let's see, first grade's at $2,300. We got third at $1,020. The VIP parking space at $1,015. Montessori K5, $640. But next, we're going to have second grade, right?
First grade.
Second grade.
Second grade. Yes,
grade.
I'm sorry.
So second grade, here's what I want to see. Right now, the class project is at $640. So I want to see, after they come up and talk to you all about it, I want to see what that number ends up. Hopefully it's a little bit higher.
Yes, absolutely.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, this is good. Again, please, if you're having any technical difficulties, feel free to text us or reach out. I've gotten a couple buzzes on my watch here. I know we dropped there for a second, but we're going to keep on trying to make sure that this is nice and smooth.
Yeah.
First time for doing this. It's it's different. It's not bad. It's different.
Not at all. And like I said earlier, I should have said it from the very beginning. You know, this is our new norm, right?
Yeah.
And we've had issues with the school. You all have been extremely patient with us with all the glitches that we've been having. So again, if we drop, please do not disconnect completely. Refresh. We'll figure things out. We have a strong team here, and we'll come back to you as well. So just stay with us. Also, don't forget to send pictures of you and your family at home.
Yes.
The Mr. D sent out a text message with the email. So as pictures are coming in, we'll continue to post those on our social media page. So I want to thank you all so much. Just stick around, stick with us. And we are just about ready to welcome our second grade teachers to the stage as we showcase their project as well.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
So our second grade teachers, Ms. Wasco and Ms. Quintana, if you can make your way up to the stage.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on the class projects, right?
And we will hand, Ms. Quintana and Ms. Wasco have an entire, I guess they have their details and their speech. So we are going to hand the mic over to them, and I will step away, and the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Ms. Quintana, and this is our project for the 2021 school year. We're really excited that both the in-person and online students were able to contribute to this piece. Our project is called Coming Together for Jesus. So to create this piece, we had each student choose a color that they felt best represented them, or a color that they liked. And then we used their fingerprints to spread out all around the cross to fill up the shape. So with our guidance, each student spread their color throughout the whole thing to make it kind of like a stained glass effect.
Hi, Ms. Wasco here. So as we were trying to plan the project, we constantly were thinking about the situation that we're in right now. The pandemic, kids at home, kids in person. We wanted something that symbolized us kind of coming together. And how do we do that? Even though some of us are at home and some of the kids are here, we always come together through prayer. That prayer, and sorry, Miss T's behind us making faces, just so you know. But we wanted to come together, and we do that through prayer and, of course, through our faith in Jesus Christ. So what we did was we put all the kids on this cross. Each child had their fingerprint, as Ms. Quintana mentioned, and as they all came together, just like we all come together every single day as we pray, and we are joined together to worship God every single day at this awesome school. Now, I know that this would make a great piece for you at your house, in a kid's room, in your living room, no matter what, it would be an awesome thing for you to have. So please bid, raise that cost, help us out. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece with lots of color. If you notice, all the children's names are also on here, so you can clearly see which color represented which child. And where are our helpers out here? Here they come. Thank you all so much for everything that you do for us. We couldn't do any of this without you bringing your children, the children who are at home. Thank you for bringing them to make sure that they were a part of this project.
Cool. Well, that's a great project. I love, this is one of those that, from the picture, you can't really see everything that makes it as special as it is. But really, when you look at it, the individual, items are really, it's just really cool to look at. It's neat. Everybody has their name signed underneath it.
And again, that's also the children, that is their signatures, their handwriting. Some of them, second grade is known for teaching cursive. You'll see some of those names are in cursive as some of those kids are moving in that direction, so that's kind of exciting too. But a great memory, a great thing to remember that during these hard times, where we turned to was prayer. You're going to look back at this 5-10 years from now and remember your child in second grade got through it because we prayed together and we stayed together under the direction of God.
That's awesome. I think that's one of the things that when we brought our little one in this year, it was a tough decision. It's a tough decision for everybody. It's such a personal decision. It created strife, right, with all your friends. Like, are you going to do it or you're not going to do it, But we really looked at what this school was able to provide from the spiritual side. And I think that's the thing that keeps us coming back, right? That's the thing that keeps us staying here, is that it's not like we're under some super umbrella that we're going to be okay and we'll be protected. But at the same time, we know that we're all family, and we know that we can all rely on each other. We know we can trust each other, and what a cool way to illustrate that. So that's awesome.
As I started to get some of the projects into the office, this was one of the first ones, right? And when I saw it, I'm like, so what's the theme, right? What's the meaning behind it? And then when they explained to me exactly what it represented, the colors of the fingerprints, the individual student, and then just the way they all kind of came together, right? And I think this is what it's all about. This project kind of symbolizes what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with the fact that we want to come together. And the way I saw it is like everything is kind of like spread apart. Like the names on the bottom, they're socially distanced, not purposefully socially distanced, but that's just the way, the meaning, when I see it, that's what it means to me. You got a social distancing aspect, but then still, coming together through Christ in our hearts, and now this is where we're all centered in on. And all those students right there are representative of what you all are building in second grade. And, thank you all both so much.
Okay, so the magic question is, where are we at? We're at 640. Let's see that number go up. If we started with 640, we're at 640. You've heard the whole explanation now. We're looking for at least one more bid. Let's see if it can happen. I'm going to hold them hostage until someone bids at least $20. What do you think?
Help us out, parents. Come on.
I had your mic off.
Help us out. Come on, parents, so that we can leave the stage. It'd be really awesome to be able to do that. One more bid would be awesome.
It's great. So what do you, What do you think about having a top secret prize or a top secret bid that we've got out there? It's kind of interesting. We're trying to have some fun here.
We'll have to see what that is.
I don't know. Well, this is great. I'm having a pretty good time. We're watching the numbers again continue to rise. Let's see. We've got 3 hours left.
Yep, 3 hours.
3 hours left.
Second
We're almost
grade,
there.
thank you all
Second
so
grade.
much.
All right.
Yeah, keep looking at the board. We got the timer. We have 3 hours left, showing us the top 5 projects. That first grade project is still going strong.
Strong.
Very
That's pretty
strong.
awesome.
The third grade project is climbing up as well. I don't know who that family is.
Oh, no, I just saw that. Someone bid on that third grade project, would you?
And so, like I said, a lot of you families, if you're just joining us, welcome. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We're barely into our, I think that was our second grade project. We're going to move on to our third grade project.
Yep.
But it's like I've told the parents before, if we disconnect for any reason, please bear with us. Stay connected. We had some connectivity issues earlier. We had to pause for a little bit, but it looks like we're going to go back. We'll get back on schedule here. After the third grade project, we'll take a small pause, a small intermission, so that we can kind of recharge a little bit, recharge the batteries on the mics, recharge the our internal batteries as well. And everybody here, we don't have very many people here. We are following very safe guidelines here. The teachers are present with us here today, and then they're walking off stage, of course. And some of them are dismissed once they're already done. So we just want to let you all know that we are following very safe guidelines here at home. We'd love for all of you all to be here, packing this gym, having a very lively,
Next year, right?
But yeah, next year, definitely. So at this time, we'll ask our third grade teachers to make their way to the stage and join us.
Let me tell you the number one. So Nola came back in school with here in January, and I'll tell you, if there's one thing I heard in my house more than anything else over the last 7 months, it's been, Mr. Fish, Mr. Fish, Mr. Fish, Mr. Fish. So
we'll ask Mrs. Garza, one of our amazing third grade teachers, and Mr. Fish, our MVP from our basketball game yesterday, to come up on the stage and join us. So I'm going to hand it over to you all. This is their project right here, an amazing project right here. I believe it's a shadow box, right? Is what it's called?
That's correct.
Awesome. So I'll hand it over to you two.
Yeah. So what we pretty much did is we had the students really pick from whatever kind of design they wanted. They could pick any sort of color scheme that they would like. So it's just some felt cut out in circles, right? And then they would paint the buttons on top. It's very, very beautiful, as you can see. Big fan. Yeah, and Ms. Garza will take it away with the inspiration.
Good evening, parents. Thank you for joining us. And I just wanted to explain a little bit of the background behind the inspiration to our project, which I came across a picture online that reminded me of a famous artist by the name of Wassily Kandinsky. And he did a color study, and it became a famous print. So when I saw the photo, it reminded me of this artist. And as you all know, I have an art background, so I just fell in love with it. And we also kind of wanted to represent the year that we have come out of and give a representation of light coming out of darkness. So this is titled, Let Light Shine Out of Darkness. And I wanted the kids to kind of choose some colors that represented their personality, and each of them is a little light shining through the dark that we have been experiencing. So that's just a little bit of the inspiration behind our project. It came out really nice. The kids were really happy. We were super proud of them. They worked really hard. So thank you for joining us, and we hope the bidding goes up.
It's going. You guys are at 1,020 right now.
Nice. Oh, wow.
And I'm just grateful that my daughter's isn't just black, because that would be really weird. It's like black and gray and red. It's like, what are you guys doing at home? But no, it's fantastic. It's very colorful. I think it's really lively.
Thank you.
But please somebody bid as soon as you can, because the number is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my daughter's also in the 3rd grade class, and just her excitement around doing the project, her trying to explain to me the significance behind it, the meaning behind it, was just amazing. So both y'all did an amazing job, not just creating a project, but also the teaching part and telling the kids and making them understand what it was. And also bringing kids together. I think one of my greatest joys was, I think I was leaving the gym after school and I was walking through the cafeteria and I saw like new students, and I'm like, what? They weren't new students. They were online students that had come in person so that they could work on this project, and I was overwhelmed with just joy and emotion to be able to see all of those kids. So, I mean, this is just, it's amazing to see the creativity in the projects, but also your creativity on making the kids that are online safely come in.
Correct.
So that they can be a part of this project as well. So thank you both for making that happen.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Martínez. That's something I forgot to mention. It was actually our first time meeting some of our online students, which we were really excited about. So they were able to take part in it as well.
That's awesome. What a cool project. I love it, and I appreciate all the hard work and thought that goes into it. I know it's not just coming out of the darkness with all the stuff that's happened, but the transition from being a parent who had the online student coming in that classroom, it was tough. It's an interesting transition. I know there are a lot of parents that went through the same thing and the same decision to see them shine, to see them flourish, to see them actually paying attention now and doing their work. And not that I'm talking about anybody specifically, but but it's been a lot of coming out of some type of darkness, whether it's a bedroom or whether
That's
it's
right.
the interesting atmosphere we've all been privy to this year. So cool. Well, the bids are still climbing on that thing.
Up. Bids are climbing. Thank you all. I want to continue to just push. If it's not a project, it could be a paver stone. If it's not the paver stone, it could be a memory tree. If it's not a memory tree, it could just be a simple donation to Our Lady of Sorrows School in support of Catholic education. So there are multiple ways to really engage and give back to Catholic education. Again, share the link. Share it on your social media pages. Share the way that they can donate to Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School. The bids are going up. We still have a little under 3 hours to go. But at this time, I'd like to say thank you so much to our 3rd grade teachers, Mrs. Garza, Mr. Fish. Let's give them a round of applause for the work that they did.
So first year here, how do you like it? How do you like the Valley?
Oh, great place to be.
Favorite place to eat so far? Lots to take out, I'm imagining. Maybe a little delivery. Favorite?
Mrs. G's tacos.
Mrs. G's, there you go. Talking like a Valley vet already. Very good, very good. What's your favorite taco? Ooh, that's a tough. That's very personal.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably can't pronounce it.
He said, I don't know if y'all can hear, but he's saying he probably can't pronounce it, but that's okay. We'll help you.
It's got like egg. It's got bacon, potatoes.
All kinds of good stuff. Oh well, we're super happy to have you here. So.
Thank you all
cool.
so
All
much.
right. Well, thanks, y'all. We'll keep going here. We'll see where we're at. Don't forget, 8 o'clock in 50 minutes. We're announcing some fun. I'm wearing suspenders, which is really weird. Because I was like, man, I can't wear a belt with this thing. No. But I'm wearing some funky suspenders. I asked them for the most obnoxious ones they have, and this is all they gave me. Like,
it works. Man. You pulled it off well, my friend.
I was like, well, if I can't look obnoxious, I can be obnoxious.
Don't forget, parents also, families at home, take your selfies, take your pictures, wherever you're at. Send them to the email that Mr. D provided to you so that they can go ahead, and we'll do an example of that right now. There we go. So we'll email that to Mr. D. We'll upload that into our social media page, wherever you are, whether you're dressed up, whether you're comfortable in your PJs, enjoying a cocktail or your favorite beverage or drink of choice, or you're with your children. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a short intermission here. We'll come back. So stick around, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy some soft music as we transition out, and we'll be back to showcase our 4th grade project.
Woohoo!
Sappape Jose de ho. 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 Sappape.
it. All right. So, I want to call something out real quick. What's been really cool to see is that the donations you keep talking about, those donations, we've already gotten about 3. There's a message here. It says, Mr. Martinez, we want to see you break dance.
Okay, we're good again.
I don't know what that means, but me. Awesome, you're live. We're good.
Okay, sorry. Once again, I think we lost you for a bit. I apologize. It may happen a few more times throughout the course of the night. But just thank you for being patient with us. Just trying to move through this as smoothly as we can. We see our thermometer up there.
Hey, another $100.
Yeah.
Let me see who that is.
We're getting there.
And check my phone here and see who just made that nice donation of $100. That's really cool, man. I like seeing that. That's
Check my mic appears to be on.
woohoo. All right, let's see.
Okay, Mr. Morales.
All right.
All right.
You do that. Let me find this one. Let's see what we got here. Of course, my phone's not working right when I went to work.
Part of the technical difficulties.
Part of the fun. Part of the fun.
I will go ahead and go back and revisit our pre-K 3, pre-K 4 project titled Bless. Continue to bid on that. Our K 5 project, Every Good and Perfect is from above, page 117. Amazing K 5 project as well. We have this amazing project right here for first grade. Our little wind chime, very creative, doing very, very well. And our second grade project right here, our third grade project. And at this time, I'm going to ask. All right. Yeah, let me change microphones real quick. Let me know. Very good. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Having mic issues now. At this time, I'm going to ask our fourth grade teachers to come up. This is also an amazing project, so we're going to have Mrs. Sines and Miss Elise join us up on stage to talk a little bit about this project. This project is this one right here in the center. Very, very colorful, very large project right here. Before I hand it over to them, I'm going to wait for our scoreboard to kind of turn here or kind of flip because I want to see where we're currently at with our fourth grade project because I know that after 12:20, we're at 12:20 for the fourth grade project. Let's see how high we can get this project up. Mrs. Sines, Miss Elise, I'll hand it over to you. Amazing work, amazing design so far. Talk to our parents at home a little bit about this project.
Good evening, parents. I hope you're having a nice evening. We are very happy to be here tonight with you all. This is our fourth grade project. It's Do Everything. What?
Everything you do, do for the glory of God.
This fourth grade project was done by our beautiful children. It is a 4x4 canvas. And what they did is the children got to pick a scripture from the Bible. And according to the scripture that they picked out, they drew a drawing to go along with it. Our in-person kids did it during class time, and our online kids were able to come to school on a Saturday.
Yeah, so our online students were able to sign up to come in on a Saturday morning. And I think more of the memorable moments come from our online kids because they were able to, for some of them, see each other for the first time since the pandemic started. And they were able to also see the pavilion outside, the dots that were out there, the hand washing stations, and I think a lot of them realized how much they truly missed each other. So our canvases bring those memories to them from the online students, and then our in-person students, they have the giggles and they had the laughs about it from their scriptures, They were able to reflect with each other. So whoever buys this project, we hope that you enjoy it as much as our students enjoyed making it.
So please bid on this beautiful project. Your children did an amazing, amazing job. It is so beautiful. Let's go, fourth grade parents!
And let's give our fourth grade teachers a round of applause. Fourth grade students, a round of applause. And that's what it's all about. Thank you all, Mrs. Sines, Miss Elise, thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and put this microphone down for a bit, talk a little bit more about this project. I want to come back to what Miss Elise said and just the joy of those students that were online, that have been online, that have been able to come into our school so that they can interact. Myself as a principal, I've had the privilege of being able to see a lot of these kids as they're coming in and out the door, and just their messages or just their comments like, "Sir, I wish I could come back. Sir, I miss you," or like, "I miss my teachers, I miss my friends." And that's what it's all about. And I think these projects will always be unique. They'll always be different. You know, God willing, you know, we pray that we get through this pandemic and we come back to our regular norm, not the new norm that we're currently used to, but our regular norm before March. And we're optimistic that we can get there at some point, you know. And so I think that this year these projects are very, very unique. And so parents, you know, fourth grade parents, I see that bids are coming in slowly. Continue to bid on these projects. This colorful work of art, I mean, it's so big. I mean, your home, your office, your business. I mean, this is a very, very colorful project, and I think it's going to look wonderful in somebody's home. I can't wait to see who ends up winning this prize at the very, very end. And again, I want to always bring us back, and all of this is towards your contribution towards Catholic education, and specifically Catholic education, Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School.
So that being said, I did want to catch up. I know I said that I would mention some of the names from the donations that are coming in. Plata Alejandra, thank you very much. Thelma Escalon Walker, thank you very much. Shihua Ma, thank you so much. Liliana Padilla Williams, way to go. Anna Quintana, Lamar Strong, Monica Villarreal. You all are adding those donations in there, and we really appreciate that. Keep continuing to donate. We're at 12% of our total goal right now on the donations. Those are absolutely appreciated. If you don't want me to send your name out there, please feel free to text me. Hit me on the group chat, text one of us and let us know. But otherwise, I'd love to mention your name and you know, recognize what everybody's doing tonight. Because it's not just about what we have on the stage, it's about the donations that are being made. It's about the continuing, you know, support that we have for the school. I mean, we're used to doing a lot more, you know, throughout the year. So this one event, we're really trying to do something a little bit different, and I think it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. You know, there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of other ways you can contribute. Like we said at the very, very beginning of the show, right? And, you know, if you don't have a child directly, you know, in the school, you may have had a child in the past, right? Alumni, or you may have attended the school yourself, right? So there's many, many different ways to contribute. And that donation button is very, very critical, you know, and the support that you guys offer.
She was taking a picture, man.
I know. I'm over here trying to be really like serious, and then, you know, I gotta join in that action.
You knew what you were like. Y'all have known me for
I know.
years.
I know.
Look, just work one with me. Come on, just give her a little, hey, how's it going?
I'll give you the Heisman Trophy pose. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. Having a little fun here as well. You always have to make sure that we're having a little fun as well. So again, we just showcased an amazing fourth grade project. I mean, it's the color scheme in it. Every child is represented in here. You know, parents, you know, bid. We're going to be here till 10 o'clock. And our next project.
Well, hold on. We've got some food coming.
Okay.
Which is great. And so I want to recognize all the parents that are out there that work in the food service industry and that work in the hospitality industry, and especially those of the frontline workers that work in the healthcare industry. Know anything about that?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a heck of a year. So everyone who's had to deal with people to support their families and to support everything, our heart goes out to you all. It hasn't been easy, but we are absolutely appreciative of that. And so if we could, please make sure that you find out and get familiar with who the people are in our family, in our school, that have a business and support their business. So tonight we're doing that. We're supporting one of our own. I think we've got some macaroni grill on the way. So just for what it's worth, we're all here to support each other, and that, you know, it goes further than just what we're doing here on the stage. It's been a rough year for a lot of industries, and so it's great to build that support with each other.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so we can't. It's important for us to recognize that. But let's bring our fifth grade.
Do it.
Yeah,
let's do it. Here we go.
Let's bring our fifth grade teachers up. We have two amazing fifth grade teachers, Mrs. Arguelles and Mrs. Cepeda. So let's welcome them up on stage.
Yay, woo!
All right.
Fanfare all around. Here you go.
So we'll bring our way over to the project over here. You know, I love the title when I saw it, but I'm not going to say too much about it. I'm going to turn it over to these two wonderful teachers, amazing teachers, so that they can take us through and walk us through their project.
Good evening, parents, and welcome. We are very happy to be here today. We dressed up with heels for the occasion. So Ms. Cepeda is going to tell us a little bit about the title and how the title came about.
Okay. Welcome. I'm so glad to be with fifth grade again this year. I'm so glad that you guys are viewing in support of Catholic education. Our project, as simple as it may seem, having a circle as its center point, we thought about the circle having no beginning and no end, just as God's love has no beginning and no end. It endures forever. The circle continues. And that was our vision for the pieces that the kids were working on this year.
The pieces are made from felt, and we asked each child to write their name right in the center where there's a button. And each child had to give their personality traits, a little bit about themselves. So we have from kind to cool to caring, athletic, creative. And just like that, our fifth grade community, we're all different, we're all unique, but we're all special because we were made by God.
We really hope that you guys come forward and really bid on any of these projects. Anything you can do tonight is so helpful to our Catholic education. It's so important that we have God first in our lives, and at Our Lady of Sorrows School, that's what we strive for. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. That's great. I love it. So it's the same. So the concept is and what are the materials? It's felt, you said?
They're made of felt. There's some plastic buttons and a little pipe cleaner that held it all together. And each child with a marker wrote their name and something that would describe them.
That's what I was wondering, because you see the words on there, and I wondered what they were. Yeah.
So the students chose a specific word that was specific meaning to them. Love it. Love it.
That's great. Well, that's awesome. I love it. And let's see, where are we at here? I think I saw a number, but I don't want to make it up. But all these projects are getting pretty high. 440. Okay, 440. We can boost that one up. Fifth grade.
Go Cougars. Woo! Go Cougars.
I love it.
Thank you all so much. Another round of applause for our amazing fifth grade teachers, Mrs. Arguelles, Mrs. Cepeda. Thank you all so much. We're just going to look at our scoreboard here.
It's refreshing here.
It's refreshing.
440.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's at 440. Let's keep pushing those bids up. I encourage you all. Mr. D, how are we doing with the pictures coming in?
Good.
Awesome. Thank you, parents at home. Like we said, parents, families, supporters, take a selfie. Mr. D sent out a mass text message with an email address, so you can send us those pictures so that we can pop them onto our social media page. You know, wherever you're at, whether you're at the island, whether you're in San Antonio, Houston, in your backyard, you know, in your living room, send us those pictures so that we can post them and so that we can see exactly how you're joining us this evening.
So I'll tell you that was one of the good things that came out of everything that happened over the last year, is that my family, and I know that there's other families out there, and I'd love to hear more of the stories. We decided that we were going to safely remove ourselves from the area that we were in, since we had the ability to do the online school. Mm-hmm. We took a couple trips. We quarantined for 2 straight weeks to make sure nothing was happening. We got our PCR tests, and we made sure we were safe. And we went out of town. We spent some time in Wimberley this year. We went on a road trip. We drove through 7 states in 8 days in July, which is pretty crazy. But those were the kinds of things I love to see, is that when you disconnect, when you were able to disconnect the student from the classroom for a little bit, there was a little bit of a benefit there. Now, when we all came back, it was like, okay, now let's go back to that, classroom environment. But what an interesting year. How do you think that's going to change? How do you think this is going to change education, like moving forward? I know, let's assume next year everybody can come back to class.
Yeah.
Has it made you all think any different about the way that your teachers interact with the students, or that, different experiences that you can give them? Shine a little bit of light on that for me, because I am curious as a parent, but also I think there may be other people interested in that as well.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we did well, number one, amazing staff of teachers, and we all know that. I think it challenged everybody in the field of education this year to pivot quickly. Mm-hmm. And we heard that a lot. We heard the terms new norm and pivot quickly. Mm-hmm. So when we went into this pandemic, I still remember, like myself, I didn't have a spring break. It was like, are we going to go back to school Monday afterwards? Yeah. Are we going to go, how long is this going to be? So right away, strategic planning and understanding, how can we continue to deliver a high quality education at the level at which the parents should receive and the children should receive, being a private school, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about from a private school perspective. So we tried really hard to make sure that we still gave them that experience. I think a couple of things. So number one, it forced everybody, not only locally, not here, locally, but around the states and the world, to get more versed with technology. Mm-hmm. It was amazing to see, number one, how many people struggled with technology, one.
You guys didn't have any internet problems at the beginning at the school, right?
No.
Like none whatsoever.
Well, yeah.
Except for that time that didn't work for a little while, but then that got resolved.
But that was, if I take you back to Q4, well, everybody was teaching from home, remember? So it was different. So there was our own internet. But it taught us how to be creative and still engaging. But one of the things is not knowing how to do technology, first of all, right? That was one. And just trying to be creative on how we're going to just, still engage the kids. Yeah. And that was a challenge. So I think what we're going to continue to see is we're going to continue to see the use of technology in the classroom, in and out, going into the fall. I don't know what next year is going to look like. I
don't think anybody does
at
this point.
I'm a planner, and I stopped planning because my plans were changing every day, every week. So I just said, we're going to take it day by day, week by week. We have a vision, right? Yeah. But then that was a challenge. So I think infrastructure is big. Mm-hmm. So you found out that you don't have the resources internally. We were still running some computers that were a little old. Our infrastructure had not been upgraded in a while, so that was a challenge as well. So we worked hard to get grants to be able to update some of the things that we were doing. So I think overall, the landscape, this is an opportunity, number one, to increase the rigor, increase your internal curriculum, and also to close the achievement gap is an excellent opportunity for everybody right now, because now you have to really think outside the box in order to reach all kids, because now you have a very, very diverse group, because you have some online and you have some in person, and then the social emotional aspect is something that nobody anticipated.
You know what, and we can talk about PE in a little bit, because I think that's one of the things that I saw lacking the most, is like, all the education stuff's great, but what do we do? There's so many different ways you could do that. So thank you for sharing a little bit of that. I'm always curious, me, I'm always curious as a parent, and I know if I have questions. If you have any tough questions you want me to ask my buddy over here, let me know, because me, I'm not going to shy down from any of that. But seriously, it's good to connect just on a person-to-person level to understand really what the environment's like here. So speaking of the environment here, the environment has us about $10,000 away from our goal. So we need to see about $10,000 more at least come in. Let's try and hit that number.
Yeah.
Yep. And so what we're going to do is, are we going to take a little break here before the next one? Okay, so let's go over the numbers real quick before we jump down. First grade class projects coming in at $2,300, fourth grade at $2,000, third at $1,040. The VIP parking space is sitting there at $1,015.
Yep.
And Rena's name may or may not be on it. So let's see if she can hold on to her parking space. Has anyone texted her? Is she even watching? Come on. Who knows? Who knows? But our bids are going strong for these things. It's great to see the names up there. One of the things I like to see is how many various bidder numbers are. It's not the same person bidding on the same thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's great to see that fly around. So we are 15 minutes away.
We'll come back with our 6th grade project.
And the big reveal on what the top secret item is.
Yes. So in 15 minutes, we will be back with our showcasing of our spotlighting of our junior high projects and the mystery, that one mystery slot that people are bidding on that they have no idea what it is.
I know, it's like $500 already.
Yeah. They don't know that it's going towards a principal bonus.
Yeah, right. I love it. I love it. I'm in. All right, we will see you all in about 15 minutes.
Thank you all.
Audio check. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're live.
Welcome back.
All right.
Is my mic okay? Mic check.
Microphone check. Oh yeah. Okay. So, quick.
It's 8 o'clock.
Quick recap.
Yep.
It's 8 o'clock. 2320 first grade project. 2,320 first grade holding on strong. We still got 2 hours to go. 1,040 on that third grade project. Still holding on strong there. Fourth grade's at 2,000. Oh, all right. 580 for the eighth grade project. What do we got? Ooh, another microphone. Here, let's switch this one out to you. Here. Oh, let me turn it on for you. I'll give it a second, and we'll get you going there.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we're getting closer. The numbers keep going up. It's fantastic. We've been having a great time so far. We've introduced pre-K, K-5, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We've got some projects coming up.
Yes, we do. We got our junior high projects coming up next, right? And we're going to really try to stick to our time of like a 15-minute increment. We'll cut it just a little bit. We'll have one more intermission right before the eighth grade reveal. But as we said, donations keep coming in, so thank you all so much for being so generous with your just clicking the donation buttons. Thank you for sending your pictures in. We've seen some of the social media posts. I mean, they've been at the island, they've been in their living room, they've been at home in front of their workspace. We even got one from a hospital, one of our former parents.
Awesome.
One of the doctors, looks like they're in OR scrubs or something, or getting ready to do something surgical, but they've got their laptop and they're tuning in live. So thank you all so much.
I got Nola and Fleet are not in bed. They're sitting on a couch watching us right now. So hi, guys. I thought I'd say hi. How about
Awesome.
you? Anyone at home watching?
My family's at home watching. Hello?
All right. So we've got 8 o'clock. We were going to announce something, weren't we?
Yes.
You want to skip that or just move on? Or
Let's go ahead and announce it right now. All right. So
that sounds good. That sounds great.
You don't see it right now, but as soon as we announce it, we'll go ahead and we'll make the change and we'll title that bidding component of it.
Yep.
So there's one item. It's a mystery item.
It's a mystery item. It shows up as top secret G13 classified or something. I can't remember. It's got. I think it's item number 42.
Yeah.
I believe. There it is, item number 42. So your bid at $475 is standing. It's the high bid for this. And we're just going to change the name from top secret classified item 2. We're going to change it to something exciting. Something that I was actually asked if it was going to come up because it's something that the kids love. It's a way to interact with the school. It's one of the most revered items that comes up every year at Gala. It's a fantastic item.
Yeah. So
you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So the mystery item is bid now. You get to be me for a full day. So the mystery item is principal for the day.
Principal for the day.
Principal for the day. A lot of the kids were asking, even my own kids were asking, is there going to be principal for the day? Is there going to be principal for the day? Yes, there is. So the mystery item is going to be to bid on is to be principal for the day. So that line item will change. So anybody at home, you can bid on it. Mr. D will send out a text message right now so that everybody at home can see that top secret classified now is going to switch to principal for the day. So you can bid on that. Your child will win principal for the day. It includes just the day in the life of a principal. They'll get to dress up as a principal for one full day, from morning all the way until pick up in the afternoon. They'll get dinner. I think it's lunch. I'm sorry, it's lunch with myself and even like 5 of their friends. They'll get catered lunch from their favorite restaurant. Traditionally, all our students pick Olive Garden. I don't know why, but that's usually been the norm. So your child will get to be me for the entire day. Gives me an opportunity to kick back and relax. No, I don't. I take them through my life. I take them through... Excuse me.
It's been updated. It says principal for a day now. You're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So they'll get to just go up there. I mean, they'll get to play me for a day. They'll get to go into classrooms. They'll get to welcome the kids in the morning, making sure that the safety protocols are being followed. I've even had some students, 5th grader this year, wanted to she made the morning announcement. She even gave me feedback. We went into a classroom. She said 3 kids weren't paying attention. You need to talk to the teacher. So they take it. They take it to the extreme, some of
They
these
get to
kids.
carry the keys. Do you have the big
Yeah.
keychain?
They get to
Big
carry the
ring?
keys. They get to carry the laptop. They sit in the conference room with me. I even gave them a laptop so that they can kind of go through their own little pretend emails.
That's awesome.
So yes. So again, principle for the day, bet on it for your child, and they will be me for the day, shadow the day in the life of a principal all day long, plus lunch catered, favorite restaurant for them, and I think it's 5 of their friends.
That's awesome.
Right? 5 of their friends. Yep.
All right, we're watching. Let's see. It's going to refresh here for a second. Let's make sure I didn't have a typo when I changed the title of it there. But it was definitely the first thing that I was asked about. Teacher dates were a big one. I know teacher dates aren't able to happen, but there it is. Principal for the day is at $490 right now. It's item number 42. Y'all heard it here first. It's going to be pretty fun. I know. I expect to see my name up there, my last name on that board somewhere at some point in the night.
I probably going to see my last name up there too.
It's so much fun. I mean, what a fun treat for kids. Again, there's not a lot that we could do, this year. So classroom dates were off, teacher dates. We joked about teacher dates. We could have a Zoom teacher date, but we figure the kids are probably sick of seeing the teachers all day and then see them all night. It may not have the same effect. But definitely principal for a day stood out there along with that parking.
And also with CDC guidelines, we couldn't do teacher for a day either, just because that's a different dynamic as well. Because
you have to teach them how to do PCR tests, and you have to teach them how to do COVID swabs, and they'd have to clean everything.
All that stuff.
Oh, man. That's a lot to ask of a 3-year-old,
So we'll go ahead and go into our next project. Yes, it is slowly going up, principal for the day. Other ones, we still see the VIP parking. We're getting closer to our number. We're over $17,000 in proceeds. Thank you all so much. Remember, I have to come back. If it's not a project, it's a paver stone, it's a memory tree, or it's just a straight donation to Catholic Education, Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School. So with that being said, we're ready.
Time to kick into junior high.
Yeah, junior high.
Bring it
Let's
on.
welcome up Ms. Fullwider and Ms. Daly, our amazing 6th grade teachers, to talk about these projects as well. I have a 6th grader as well, so I have a lot of interest in this project. So I'm going to hand you the mic, and it's all yours.
Hi, OLS parents. We're really excited to be here with you guys, and Miss Daly and I are very excited to be 6th grade homeroom teachers this year, especially during this very different year. Our project is kind of based on the idea that both history and English, our classes that we teach, really revolve around literature. So we wanted to find a very functional project where you could store some books. So we have this wooden credenza, and on top and on the sides, the kids painted ceramic tiles to make a mosaic style. And we have some tiles on the sides as well that have all the kids' names. And we have some tiles that commemorate our lovely Google Meet that we've used so much this year. So we have a microphone, a call button, a camera, and a Google symbol. So the tiles on the top and the sides all painted by the kids.
Do you have one that says buffering?
Yeah, that would be a good addition. There's also some items on the inside as well. So like we said, we wanted something that could kind of hold books, hold some things for you all at home. So the kids actually recommended some books through a Google form last week. And so they gave us their own book recommendations. So we went out, bought a couple of their favorite books and stuck them inside. And we also have a nice little jar here filled with their recommendations for you. So you'll be able to read exactly why they love these books. And you'll be able to keep track of your reading habits in a book log that we included inside as well. So the story of our lives, our project, just kind of revolves around the stories that the kids bring into school every single day and the stories that they love to share with us all the time.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Well done. So so the names of the books are on the scroll, so you could use that as a lottery? You could pull one out and read about it?
And why they recommended it as well.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that project's sitting at, let's see, I'm waiting for it to refresh. A lot of thought went into that one. I like the tiles. Those are pretty neat.
Thank you.
Is there one that says you're on mute?
Reconnecting.
720. We're at 720. Awesome.
Nice.
Keep
Wonderful.
going up. That's fantastic to see. Yeah, that's incredible. So what's your favorite book?
My favorite book? My favorite book is Walk to Moons by Sharon Creech. It's like a young adult novel that my grandma and I read when I was little that I love.
And what's your favorite book? Whoa.
Whoa, I'm uncoordinated.
Let's
So,
get here. Take one step forward. There you go.
That's really hard for me to pick. As a teacher, you don't really have a lot of time to read on your own, so I guess I'm excited to get any book on my hands. Off the top of my head, in the 8th grade, I remember reading The Giver, and that was a really great book. So I think that's a good middle school connection there for everyone. So, yeah.
Buddy, you got any favorite book?
Yeah, actually, my favorite book is The Alchemist.
Really?
Yeah. Read that a couple of times.
That's pretty cool. Man.
How about yourself?
Honestly, the honest answer? The honest answer is the biography of Milton J. Hershey.
Oh.
Yeah. I read it like in 4th grade or 3rd grade or
it's
something.
Not in there.
And it was always like, it's like my favorite book. I don't know, but that's pretty awesome. I think, who knows what it is. There's a really cool ghost story book that's about South Texas that I love, but that's interesting. I mean, what a great way to connect with the students. What a great way for them to get feedback. And, the parents are going to be able to see what it is that they're reading, what it is that, what matters to them the most. What an interesting way. Thank you so much. That's pretty cool.
Very creative, and thank you
creative.
both. You both have been an inspiration to our 6th grade class, and as a parent of a 6th grade student, he admires you both very deeply, speaks very highly of you both, and then also all the great teaching that you do in the class. And the projects just speaks volumes of the creativity and everything. It's what you guys are, everything you're doing with the kids in the classroom. So thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause for our 6th grade project.
Where are they at? They're up at 720?
Up to 720,
That's
6th grade
awesome.
project.
That's great.
We're looking at our scoreboard. Our scoreboard, after we've announced a couple of updates, principal for the day is at 780. Awesome. Let's keep pushing that up. Our VIP parking space has moved up to 1215. And even our total proceeds, we're getting very, very close. We're a little over 17,500, a little bit over that. So thank you all so much. Again, want to take us back, all the projects. We have our pre-K3, pre-K4 project. We have our K5 Montessori project. We have our 1st grade project here, very colorful wind chime. Excuse me. We have our 2nd grade project, 3rd grade project, 4th grade project, very colorful, large, and then our 5th grade project as well. And we just revealed our 6th grade project right here. And very, very different, very, very unique. You get all of here, what's on top, and also what is inside.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I keep taking a look at this one. It's pretty neat. I like that one a lot. So there you go. Principal for the day is up to 780. The parking space, as you mentioned, is up to 1215. We still have some donations coming in, so that's really great to see. Dinner, let's see, it should be coming here any second, which is great for us.
Yep.
I wonder what everybody's having for dinner tonight. I really hope that people are sending pictures in to Mr. D. Mr. D, how many pictures would you say we've received so far? Sorry? How many photos do you think we've received so far? I put it at least 10. At least 10? That's good. We're getting lots that are coming in. So we're having
families
a good
at
time
home,
watching
yeah,
those.
and families at home, please, if you couldn't join us live, we know that the link went out to everybody, so please continue to share that link, so we can bid on the projects. With the bidding, all bidding will stop at 10 o'clock this evening. So share that, continue to share that. Now, as principal of our Lady Star School, I'm giving you permission to get all over your chats and share the and share the links and just sharing the fun and what we're trying to do here for Catholic education, Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Schools.
But then stop. But then don't use WhatsApp ever again, forever for the rest of the school year.
No, I want to thank you all, and we say it we say it with a lot of fun.
Whoa, we got a nice little jump there.
Yeah, we got a jump. We're a little bit over $18,000 now, so thank you all so much. Continue to support us. But at this time, I think we're ready for our next showcase project, our 7th grade, amazing 7th grade teachers. Come on up. We have Mrs. Elizondo and Mrs. Lee, our amazing 7th grade teachers. They're coming up to the stage as I speak. Finding the balance, yep. We'll hand them the mic and they will display their project, the 7th grade project, Reflections of Us. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, good evening. Oh, wow, I'm so excited to be here. Okay, this is our 7th grade project, and our students belong to 2 different homerooms, so we have 2 different plaques, but they are joined together so that they represent the 7th grade. Our students worked very hard to make this beautiful project for us. They used the acrylic pour method on individual little
Be as a leader, as a teacher, as a student, as a parent, more than anything, right? And I think this project really brings that out, and it symbolizes some of the challenges that we all face, because we had to reflect and search within ourselves and also find that balance with Christ, right? To be able to make it through this year. So I want to thank you all so much for this amazing project. You all did a wonderful job with it, right?
Thank you.
I love it. I love that you see a reflection of yourself and a reflection of the student at the same time. Yes. It's just like, it's just enough. I think it speaks volumes about it. It's a really neat piece.
Yes, and some of our students thought that they were not artistic. In fact, I have a bet with one of our basketball players who said that he was not artistic, and if he did not learn art with this project, he was going to buy me a Starbucks coffee. And if he did learn art, I was supposed to buy him donuts for the class. So that's still going on, because I have not bought the donuts yet. But he did learn art.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, let's look at the bidding. Let's look at the board. 7th grade project. It's
400.
right now it's at 400. Parents, 7th grade parents, continue to push, continue to bid. We'll be here till 10 o'clock. And continue to bid on this wonderful project.
I think he owes you coffee, because anyone who pays $400 for a piece of something, there's obviously some artistic value in there. So if you ask me, there's some art that's happening. So I definitely think he owes you a coffee.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much, Mrs. Elizondo, Mrs. Lee. Round of applause for our amazing 7th grade teachers.
Okay, I have a request that just came in over text.
Oh, really?
But it's going to come with a price tag, because I'm not going to do any of this physical labor business unless someone's paying me. So, 6th grade parents apparently want to see the tiles on the side of that thing. So, it's at $720 right now. I'll go move it if I see someone bid. If you tell me that you're going to bid, I'll bring these tiles in. So what we're going to do is, Mr. Martinez, if you can give me a hand, we'll rotate this. Josh, if there's any way you can zoom in on it. Definitely don't hire us to move your furniture.
Oh, wow. It's a lot heavier than I anticipated.
Yeah, here, let's spin it this way first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Can you see it? Can you see it there? Okay. Can you see the tiles on that side? Are we happy? Give me a thumbs up over text if we're happy. Let me see what's going on here. Gotta have some fun. All right, but that's, feel free to text us, ask us questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo here of that. I'm going to text it back so that so everyone can see those
It's also
pictures.
on the other side too.
Yep.
So if you want to take the picture
Both
of the
sides.
other side,
Yeah, let me take a picture of that. So might as well send a picture of you. Pretty good. Let's see, send a picture of Josh over there. You guys are getting some exclusive behind-the-scenes photos that we're texting there. There we go. I would only do something like this for our Spirit Family of the Year, is all I'm saying.
I'm going to pull it this way.
Yeah.
Which we won't mention any names.
I'm just saying, if you paid attention to the webcast last night.
All right, so let's look at where our bids are. I know that we will be coming back here shortly. We're going to take a small little break, and then we'll come back with our eighth grade project.
Oh, that's beautiful.
As our time component. Yes, so the bids are continuing to climb. They're continuing to come in. Thank you all so much.
Someone text Rena, because that parking space is still out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. 2nd grade, let's get some bumps on 2nd grade over there. I want to see that 2nd grade project get higher. That 7th grade project, definitely that 7th grade project is, I think that's starting to get some attention here. So that's great to see. Principal for a day, $1,000. There you go. VIP parking space, $1,215. Ah, it went up.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, hey!
I was going to say, surprise, surprise. I recognize that last name on that principal for the day.
We can see some of the names here. Unless you guys want my daughter as principal for the day, I would seriously start bidding. Anyway,
So,
well,
It's we're gonna take a smaller intermission. I know we want to stay very, very close to our times. We have an 8th grade reveal. 8th grade parents, I know that you're out there. You know, I know that you're getting text messages, you're getting notifications. Got to see those bids go up. This is an amazing project. You have no idea. We will zoom in on it when we come back. We'll take a short little break. We're almost at that mark of 20,000. Thank you to all those families that are just simply donated. We've seen some purchases on the memory tree, purchases on the paver stones, and just simple donations. Thank you all for your contribution. We're going to take a small break, and then we'll come back with our final 8th grade project for the evening.
Oh, there we go. We got another jump.
Nice. We're at 19,200. We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Thank you all so much. We continue to push. You know, it's all for the kids in support of Catholic education. So with that being said, enjoy some soft music. Do not leave us. We will be right back. Check, check, check.
All right.
We're back.
Check it out, man.
We're back.
This is awesome.
Welcome back. Hopefully you're here with us. You're live. We're live again. Thank you for allowing us to take this little small break. We showcase our final 8th grade project, but we have to recap the big board.
We do.
The big scoreboard.
It's awesome. It's awesome looking.
I want to thank the parents for their generosity. Continue to bring those bids in excuse me, for the projects. We're over 20,000 in donations, so thank you all so much. It's amazing. We're blessed, truly blessed. We want to continue to drive that number. Remember that all bidding will close. Everything will end at 10 o'clock p.m.
10 o'clock sharp. That's
10
right.
o'clock sharp.
1 hour, 27 minutes, and 20 seconds away from everything closing.
Yep.
And this is, we've never had any fist fights that I can remember, but we've had some pretty heated arguments about closing bid boards in the past.
Yeah. But unfortunately, as much as I would love to stay live till midnight, we can't, know. So 10 o'clock, the bid boards will close.
They will.
So remember, little over an hour left. So I encourage you to continue to share the information with your family members, with friends, even friends that own businesses, and continue to just push that out. Anything that they can give in the next hour or so would be greatly appreciated. Again, we want to recap: pre-K3, pre-K4 project, kindergarten project, first grade project, second, third grade, fourth, fifth, our sixth grade project, and our seventh grade project. Now, we're going to showcase our final project of the evening.
Yeah, you can be able. Can we zoom in on this one real quick? There we go.
This is our 8th grade project. Very, very unique. I love the title, Disciples of Christ. Our 8th grade class, very special class. And I'll tell you why. Last year's 8th grade class, they felt that their year was cut short from the experience that every 8th grade student has at our Lady of Sorrows school, because they didn't get a quarter 4. Well, our current class of 2021, their experience started virtually, and for some it's going to end virtually. Some had just made their transition back to in-person instruction. But when I think about our 8th grade class of 2021, I think about the events that they're not going to be able to participate in at the capacity in which they would love to, right? So very, very unique class, very, very special class. This work of art here has every student in the 8th grade class, and it's, if you look at it, it's the etching in there into this copper stones, copper plates here, or sheets that our teachers will talk about here in a bit. Very unique. You can see every student in here. And I can envision one of you parents at home, 8th grade parents specifically, holding on to this project and knowing that this was a very, very unique and special project for this specific class of 2021. So those kids, if you're there at home, 8th grade class, very, very special, dear to my heart. We started this pandemic. We started this pandemic when you were at the 7th grade. Both you and I, the class and myself, we started your final year in the midst of this pandemic. And I'm trying everything that I can. We are trying everything that we can as a school to give you this wonderful experience. And I have a couple of ideas on how we can continue to bring this class together, but also build some memories in the next months to come. But right now I'm talking to the parents. This is a very, very special project. I wish I had an 8th grade student. I know that it would be something that I would love to see up on my wall somewhere in my home as well. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up our 8th grade teachers. So Mrs. Cepeda will make a return to the stage. Also, Mrs. Fuentes and Mr. Davidson are 3 8th grade teachers. So thank you all for joining us. And I'm going to hand it over to these 3 amazing teachers so they can talk to you parents a little bit more about their project.
Well, good evening. We're so happy to be here, and we need your help. We're at 580, but I think by the end of this evening, I hope we can double it. Let me tell you, these students put all their heart and soul when they did this project. This is I'm going to give you the dimensions. It's a 35 by 43, ready to hang. It's lightweight. It's a 5 by 5 copper sheeting that's on there. We've got 35 copper 5 by 5 sheets. And if you look at the wood trim, it's got the different wood tones, and then you've got a little accent of copper on it. It's ready to hang. It's prepped in the back. We've called this beautiful piece the Disciples of Christ. Our students are special students, and of course every day we're trying to teach them those beautiful traits, and the traits of kindness, acceptance, and character. And when you see this picture and this beautiful work of art, every single one of these students is showing their beautiful smiles. This is what we would see every day since March. And even in August, when they first started, these are the beautiful faces that we would see each morning. And it's got the 2021, which is will symbolize their graduating class forever. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Ms. Cepeda.
Hello. Again, thank you for supporting Catholic schools, especially our school. We strive for excellence, and without your support, we really could not do this without you. So the inspiration for the piece really came from seeing the kids online at the beginning of school, seeing them in those little boxes across the computer screen. It came with that idea, but the fact that they could actually take their own selfie, send that to me, I could create something that they could etch themselves into these copper pieces. A lot of the kids were telling me that this was cool. I rarely hear that, as an 8th grade teacher, that things are cool, that we try to get them involved in. So this was really, I felt like they really were into this project. I'm hoping that our project can really top 1,000, 2,000. We're trying to reach that goal, 25,000. We're not that far away. I know the 8th grade parents are out there. I know that you want to help the school. This is the last year for your child, but your money can, go on at this school as a legacy for your family. So please, please send in those bids. I'm going to send it over to Mr. Davidson. He's our newest addition to the 8th grade. He's our religion teacher.
For me, there's just one word that stands out for this project, and it's the word nostalgia. In 10 years, 20 years, many, many years down the line, when your child looks back at this, whoever ends up with this wonderful project is going to look back and see their classmates, see themselves, and just get that somber, that solemn feeling within them, but also a bit of happiness, and think, I remember this point in my life, when COVID first hit around that time. My classmates, my friends, of course, these classes, whether it's 8th or any of these grades prior, are all very close-knit. That's kind of what it means when Mr. Martinez always says it's an OLS family, because we're a family here. And just like this 8th grade class, all of them as friends and as a family, whoever ends up with this, and whether it's somebody else, one of their friends who are still friends at that time, see it, they're going to remember that time in their lives. They're going to remember that period when they were this young, when they were at this age, and remember just everything that went on in this point in their lives, and they're going to get that feeling and just remember that bit of nostalgia in that point of their lives. And I think really just seeing these students while they were working on it and seeing how much effort and energy they put into it, I think it's wonderful. This is definitely a really great 8th grade project, and I think it's just like the prices on the board say, it's priceless, just like all of these projects are. And that's about what I have to say for this.
I love it. I think one of the things that stands out is, and I had thought about it, but I didn't know if you were going to mention it, is that it's at 620, so it's going up. Sorry, that's what I was looking for over there. I want to see that thing go up higher and higher.
Keep going, parents. We need more. We need some more. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So to see exactly what you had said, which is you're so used to seeing just their face on the little screen at the bottom of the screen. What an interesting way that none of us imagined it would be, and what a great way to commemorate that and celebrate that versus not. So I think, what a tremendous, and about the pictures, tell me about the pictures. They chose the pictures?
So I asked the kids to just send me a selfie. So if they didn't, I took it. give me your face. You know, I took the selfie for some of them, but for the most part, they took their own selfie. They submitted it. I have had an app through Crayola that actually makes them to be color sheets. And then I just thought, well, let me try to figure out how I can fit these color sheets on here so that they can etch themselves into this copper plating. And another thing was, you know, I took this home and I hung it in my dining room for like the last month. And when my family would visit, it would catch their eye, and they were like, what is that? So then they had to get up close. They would see that it was all of my students. They thought it was the neatest thing they'd ever seen. They didn't realize what it was until they got up close to it. And then I had all of the things I could talk about. Each kid, tell them what they've done this year, what was their unique quality. I do have that on the back. I have a list of all the students in the columns. So, you know, 20 years from now, whoever has it, you won't have to look far to figure out who's in the picture because it's on there. But it really was a centerpiece in my house for the last month. But I'm just hoping to raise a lot of money for the school with this piece. So we appreciate your support. Please keep bidding. You still have an hour and 16 minutes and 50 seconds. So keep that money coming. Keep that money coming. We really appreciate your support of Catholic education. Thank you so much.
What an incredible way to do it. That's awesome.
Thank you all so much.
That's awesome. It's
Thank
great.
you.
The passion and the heartfeltness and everything behind it is, I mean, it really stands out. I think that's my favorite thing to see, and I think that's what's made this one different for me as a parent, is being able to hear the stories from everyone with each of the individual projects. I say that even if this goes back to in person, I'm really enjoying that, you know, and talking about it and understanding the why and the sentiment behind it. And I think that one, I mean, what a great way to commemorate the 8th grade class.
Yeah. One of the things that surprised me was the articulation behind what they said. I didn't realize that symbolizes the way your children started the year online. Like that's what we saw all the times, you know, even us as a school, when we would have our teacher meetings, you know, that's all I got to see, our teachers on a screen. And so just trying to think through that is very, very unique. Very, very unique.
So tell me a little bit about the 8th grade class. I mean, it is a little different. It's, here we go.
As soon as you said, tell me something about the 8th grade class, here comes Mrs. Cepeda. And there's nobody more fitting than Mrs. Cepeda.
Tell me about the 8th grade class this year.
As my students know, I love to talk. I love to talk. I can talk about anything. I love this class. They are one of the sweetest classes that we've had come through these years. I've only been an 8th grade teacher for 2 years, but I've been here at the school. This is my 8th year here. And I've had this class as 5th graders. They've grown a lot. They're a lot more mature, obviously, now. They really love this school. They're like family. When they come here, you know, we are their mothers when they're here. They know it. They know from me, I give mommy lectures. They know what that is since 5th grade. And they know, okay, who did what? But our class they're amazing. And whoever gets this project, they're always going to remember this class. They will always remember this class of 2021.
I remember this class back 2 years ago when I took them on that 6th grade field trip. Oh, that was such a great time. And now that I see them all grown up, they're like 4 inches taller. I mean, they come in, the new faces that are coming in, they're so mature, they've grown so much, and like Ms. Cepeda said, they're jewel of a class. And what a beautiful gift it would be to make that number go up. It would be a wonderful thing for our class here. So I hope that you will give all you can, and whatever you can is greatly appreciated.
Well, there it goes. It just went up again. So
keep that money coming. We need it. We really need it this year. It's been difficult to fundraise. This is one of our select fundraisers that we are having this year. So we are really counting on your support. Thank you so much.
That's an important point. I mean, what other fundraisers are you all having this year?
It's been very difficult, as you all know. You all can stay with us here on stage as we get through this phase, because Ms. Cepeda did make a big point. I believe in transparency. I'm very transparent with our teachers. I'm very transparent with our parents. And we depend on fundraisers to generate revenue. You know, as a private school, we don't qualify for a lot of the state, federal funding. Even some grants were limited because we're a different, we're usually, you know, you have to be in a different, certain demographic, you know, population. So it's been tough. It's been tough. We've been very, very strategic on how to manage our budget effectively. And it's an event such as this, and not only, because usually it's towards this big project. And I sent it out in the letter that I shared with all the families. I sent it with businesses, you know, potential donors, that this is all the proceeds are going towards Catholic education at Our Lady of Sorrow School. And it's hard to pinpoint exactly where because it encompasses everything. You know, this is one of, I mean, this is our revenue generator for the first half of the school year, which usually is our fall commitment. But for reasons that we had to push this event, and now we'll maybe have one more fundraiser. You know, we had part of this fundraiser, our raffle ticket sales, which we did wonderful. So thank our teachers, our staff. We were able to like really get a handle on it internally, but also the parents that also participated as well. So yes, all of these funds, all of these proceeds, all of these donations, all of your gifts, they go towards our school and just helping us continue to build revenue and resources during this trying time, during this pandemic. So yeah, I mean, thank you for highlighting that, Mrs. Cepeda, because that's exactly you know, the purpose of this event is.
And correct me if I'm wrong, are they tax-free donations? They're tax-free donations as well?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a plus as well. I mean, all of your support, that's what we need right now. So please think about those bids, double them if you can. We would love it. The school really could use your support. Thank you.
Thank you all again. Yeah.
So minute 10 left. I don't have a favorite. I was going to ask if you have a favorite. It's impossible to tell.
Favorite project, yeah, it's
they're so unique. I think that's the beauty of it. Starting back on the left over here, you know, one of the things I liked when I was punching in the description of these online was how they all had some type of scripture behind them, and they had some type of way deeper meaning. And so if you jump online, you look at the descriptions, you can read all that information about each one of these pieces. These shadow boxes are great, and it's what's phenomenal about them is I didn't realize how big they were. And you stand in front of them. I mean, y'all know me. I'm 6'5", so this is not a small piece right here. And they're great. I think they'll look good in offices. They'll look great in houses. The wind chime. I mean, this thing is so cool. And really, you know, this is the time when being online, when not being in person is a little bit difficult, because the detail and the intricacy of these really goes so much further than just looking at it on a screen. So take our word for it. These are all really, these are great. I love this one. I really like this one a lot. The fingerprints is just, I mean, that's just so cool. But the third grade project, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th, I think all these are going to have great homes as they move around. There we go. So 8th grade just got a bump again. It's good to see. We got a little situation going there. It's nice to see a couple parents bidding against each other. 12:55, principal for the day. VIP parking space at 15:15.
Yep.
So the 2 special items. I wish we could do more. Who knows what's going to happen? You know, who knows what's going to happen in 6 months? Okay, here's the deal. We are $4,000 away from the goal of the evening, right?
Yes.
Am I okay to say that?
Yeah.
I already said it. So we're $4,000 away. And we've come a long way over the last couple of hours, but we're only $4,000 away from hitting the goal, which would be tremendous to be able to say that we set out to do this, we accomplished this, we pooled all the resources we could, got a whole bunch of really cool stuff, you know, got time and services and everything donated to make this so it could be as lean and mean as possible. Mm-hmm. We're only $4,000 away. And I think, here Ms. Bella say, double down on those. If you can, please do, including you, honey. If my wife is watching and you want to double down on one of these, please feel free to. We'll figure it out later. But I'm excited to think that we can hit that number. We are so close.
Very close.
And I feel like so corny. I feel like we're this far away. But I mean, we're right there, man. I mean, we're right there. Oh, there's thank you for that, $150, whoever did that.
Thank you, whoever made that donation. Thank you so much.
We're so close. Now we're less than $4,000 away. Yeah. If we can hit that number in the next hour and 8 minutes, it would be incredible. Y'all get to take home some great stuff. I mean, look at it. It's great. It's great to see it going up. There's that first grade project at $2,340. Fourth grade's at $2,000. VIP parking at $1,500. That first grade project, man. The first grade project's going bananas over there.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty cool. I like to see. Let's see what else is up on that board. That 8th grade project, double down.
The 6th grade,
I see your name up there.
Yep.
Double down. Double down.
6th grade project is at $1,200.
Oh man, we just need like 2 big ones.
Yeah.
If 2 projects double down, we'd hit our goal. Yeah. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Oh, a couple more came in, a little bit more came in there. Oh, we're getting so close.
It's slowly
man.
getting there. Yeah,
that's right.
So continue. We have a little bit over an hour. We've got about an hour and 7 minutes left. Now we may get off the air earlier, but the thing is our platform, our bidding platform.
I'm not going anywhere.
Will end at 10 o'clock.
You can
right?
go home. I'm staying. I will be here with Mr. Martinez when we rock this thing. When we wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick around. I'm putting you on the spot.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But I want to continue to share the links.
Please.
Text it out, especially again, the donation buttons, the straight donation buttons. If you're not bidding on some of these projects, you might have business owners, you might have friends, you might have family that are willing to donate towards a Catholic education. Share the link with them and they can simply get on there. They can just simply make a monetary donation. And it doesn't matter how much it is. Any contribution is a gift. And we're very grateful for that. We're grateful for any contribution that you may
even
be able
that.
to
Even
receive.
it's what we see, the increments that we see it go up are $5, $20, $1,000. Every bit helps. And I mean, we're even closer now. Just another big one just came in, which is great. So we're right a little bit less than $4,000 away from goal. So we're moving up steady. Like I said, if we could get someone to just double down on one of those, it would definitely help the cause. So
absolutely, yeah.
Yep. And I want to thank send some love to Castle Catering, bringing some food by for us. It's freaking great food, man. I love it. Everyone ate well tonight, which was totally unexpected and awesome. It's good to be able to support those local businesses and have them help us out. Ah.
So right now the time is
8:54.
8:54. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a small little break, small intermission, about 10 minutes. Stay with us. Please, during these 10 minutes, send out the link, send out text messages, put it on your social media pages. Just put it on there. I want to highlight one of our staff members, Rena Gonzalez, right? So we had an internal raffle ticket sale. And so Rena says, well, how can I reach more people, right? Just in theory. So what she did was she took the link to sell her tickets.
Okay.
She put it on her Facebook account and just blasted it out. She sold 197, was it 197, Miss Long? 175 tickets just by the use of social media. They Venmo'd her, they did Cash App. Be creative. Send out the link and tell them if you'd like to donate towards a Catholic education. Send it to alumni, send it to friends, and have them do that. We're getting so close. We're an hour and 4 minutes away from closing our platform. But at this time, we're going to take a small break, and we will come back in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
so
almost.
Stay with us.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
It's
We're
getting
almost
so close.
there. I want to kind of keep saying words and kind of like prolonging my statement to see if we hit that next turn, right?
It's almost there. It's so close how it's funny the way that works, right? You set a goal, and you didn't tell anybody about the goal. You didn't tell me about the goal. No one knew about it, but we're right there.
Yeah.
You know?
When you see a metric, you get to that number that you want to go to, the next highest number. I've always believed, and I tell our staff all the time, it's not the goal, it's what the goal makes you do. So it's always on the never endless pursuit of just reaching new metrics, right? Whether it be in the classroom, whether it be, as leaders, as teachers, whatever it is, it's not the goal, it's what the goal makes you do. And we're always striving. I always say it on a lot of my emails, we're committed to making tomorrow better because we're always on the never endless pursuit of perfection. We'll never get there, but just it's the journey that makes it worth it. So it's there. Oh,
there it goes up again.
It goes up again. So thank you all. Thank you all.
If you want to hear us keep talking, and continue to donate. If you want to hear us shut up, then donate double. How about that? That works.
So at this time, we will take a small
Yes,
little break, 10
we
minutes.
will.
We will be back, 10 to 15 minutes the most. 10 minutes, we'll be back live, and hopefully we'll see that number go up. So thank you all so much. Enjoy some music, soft music. Stick with us a little bit longer, and we'll be right back.
Hello, hello.
Test.
$55. If you want both those kids to be principal for a day, you can do it. But you have to pay twice. $1,255 for the first one, $1,255 for the second one. So you can do that, but you can't have one kid share the job. You have two kids share the job for the same day. Does that make sense? So,
yes.
If you have two kids, you want two kids, once this is done, just let us know. We'll double that thing down, triple it up, quadruple, whatever, however many kids you have. Big families, you're totally welcome to bid. 10 kids, 365 kids, whatever works. But you can't, it has to be in the same family. They have to be siblings, half siblings, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So, we talked about that.
Glad you're back, right? Glad we're back. Glad you're back.
We got some food. We're feeling lively.
Yes. I had to take a break, had not eaten yet, so I got the chance to enjoy some wonderful food that was delivered to us earlier this evening. We have our countdown, 36 minutes left. 36 minutes left until our bidding portal closes. Remember, it'll close at exactly 10 o'clock.
That's right.
So we have to recap a couple of things here. Let's talk about I call it the leaderboard, right? The scoreboard, so that we can do some things. So VIP parking, holding steady at 1,515. Principal for the day, 1,255.
I think those are that may be the lowest either one of those have ever gone for if it stays there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, 21, good, we're getting closer.
Getting closer.
We're getting closer. But that parking spot usually goes for a pretty penny.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Upwards of 3,000 last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then principal for a day, that's the humdinger.
Yeah.
That's the fun one. You cannot make any HR personnel changes, right?
No. That's the only restriction. First grade project still going very strong. Montessori project is strong. First grade project still very strong as well. Third grade, we're getting some traction in sixth grade. Getting some traction in seventh grade. Let's push them up a little bit. Eighth grade, continue to push that one up as well. You know, that's the legacy project. The eighth grade project is the one. That's that last year project. So again, just want to recap. We're a little bit under $4,000 to meeting our goal for the evening. So just keep on submitting those donations by way of paper stones. I got to go back. Memory tree, donations. We don't really have I guess the whole picture because we haven't seen the donation board in a while, right?
Yeah. It's I can run a quick deal. The donation board was pretty cool. For a minute there, people just started hitting that donation button and just making straight donations across it, and that's pretty awesome to see. You know, nothing attached to it. Just a great way to show support for the school. Let me see what we're at here. Donation-wise, it was, let's see, run a little report. So cool you can do everything on a phone, right? Let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
Proceeds, all right. All right, I think the last time we had checked, we were right around $2,500, $3,000. Yeah, we're at $3,575. So 14% of the way to the goal of the donations. If anyone wants to make a donation, there's a button on your mobile screen that's right there. It says "Make a Donation" or "Click here to donate." So if you want to hit that, every little bit helps. We've got a handful of donations in there at the $25 level. It's not about giving some large amount. It's about doing what you can and helping out, because literally every penny helps with this. So
yes,
there's so many things that we're fundraising for, keeping the school safe, keeping everybody. Giving them the tools that they need, giving them the ability to educate our kids and our students. It's great.
One of the things that you mentioned safety. One of the things that nobody anticipated, with this pandemic coming back, we set our budget in May, right, for the new calendar year, the 2020-21 school year. Well, not really realizing what was going to happen or how much expense or what were going to be the guidelines that CDC was going to instill on us, TCCBED, which is our governing board for education, not realizing how we were going to have to open our school safely. And we have I did safety first, and I went out on a limb, and we have sneeze guards on every single one of our desks, those plastic sneeze guards so our kids can go in there safely. Just even the air filter systems that we're using, the systems we're using, our AC, the Clorox 360 machine. So I will tell you this, there was about $45,000 spent in safety equipment that wasn't budgeted for, because that's what we needed to ensure the safety of 100% of our staff and students. And for me, it was worth the investment. It was worth the risk, because I knew that we had events like this where our parents would be generous enough to help us make up for that lost revenue and those expenses that we applied for a grant through TEA, and we're not able to get it because of we were a private entity, nonprofit. So there's certain things that we don't qualify for.
So one thing I do want to talk about, I was telling my wife about this, I wanted to share a little bit of a story that happened last week with us. And the kids had just come back to school, and this has to do with some of one of the grants specifically that you got. And I think I shared the story with you, where we were driving to school in the morning, and my kids have allergies. Lots of people have allergies. They were pretty bad last week, and we were worried that my daughter was the drainage that she had. We were worried, hey, we don't want to put her in a position where she's compromised, but we also don't want to put her in a position to compromise other students. And it's just none of that, no fever, none of the other stuff. But it was just a little bit of drainage, and we're like, man. And I asked my wife, I said, the big decision that we had to make on the way to school, looking at each other like, should we send her to class or should we not send her to class today? Is it good for us? Is it good for her? Is it good for the other students? And one of the things that gave us the biggest peace of mind was that when we pulled up, we stopped and talked to the nurse, and we said, hey, she's got the sniffles, but we know what it is. She's on the medication for that stuff, and we're like, what do we do? And she says, you know what? Take advantage of the on-site testing that we have. And we said, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. And so she said, just hang out here, meet me in the nurse's office in a little bit. We'll come in, we'll do the rapid test, and then we'll know. Like, better safe than sorry. And I can't tell you what a breath of fresh air it was to do that, because I've had a handful of tests. My wife has had a handful of tests. The kids have had some tests. But to know that we didn't have to go wait in line somewhere, we didn't have to go outside of to kill the entire morning, to know that we could take advantage of that here on campus, and it came back negative, and everything was fine, and science was cleared up that afternoon. But it was such a cool thing to be able to go through that, and as a parent, know that if there's any other parents that are worried about sending their kids to school, we have that resource.
Yep.
And it doesn't cost $100 or $60 or whatever it is. We know that that's a resource that we can use. And I did ask you a little bit about that, and you told me, what was the deal? We have a whole bunch of test kits available.
Yes.
It was a grant. Is that
it was grant based. TA opened up a small window where we could apply as nonprofits and private schools. And I remember I was sharing a story, and Mr. D, you can probably remember, Mr. D's here behind the scenes, if you can remember. It was right before a town hall. Remember when the portal opened up to be able to apply for the rapid testing kits? It was right before a town hall, and we were about to go live, and I said, Mr. D, come talk to the parents. I have to get on this portal and sign up. And so within seconds, I was able to get the allotment that we needed to be safe here. And I just met with Ms. Nurse last week, and she's like, Mr. Martinez, we still have all of these kits left. So that is another safeguard for our families. We have, and it's all the schools across the valley were taking advantage of it. But for us as a private school and other Catholic schools in our diocese also were able to take part in that. Was just big for us because it adds that other layer of safety.
I think, and the biggest concern is, are the kids safe? Yeah. Can you trust the other parents to not send sick kids to school? That's like the big concern. I mean, seriously, it's not like I trust me, I trust you, I trust some of my friends or whatever, but can you trust people you don't know that they're not going to send their kids to school sick? And what are we doing to make sure that that's taken care of? And so everything that has been layered on has been great to see happen. But it comes at a cost, right?
Yeah.
It all comes at a cost.
It all comes at a cost.
$45,000 of extra expenses. Trying to recoup some of those costs tonight. Trying to, do this as a regular fundraiser. It's, we all know it's a little bit different. So I'm excited to see the board. The board's going up. $12.60 now, principal for the day. $15.15 for the VIP parking space.
Yep.
Let's see.
So it's slowly starting to move.
Come on, we're almost
there. Mr. Lenz is reacting to the big number, the total proceeds, because we've got that big goal to meet. Our teachers that are still here with us in the background, kind of cheering us on. So
every time someone re-ups the bid, they cheer. Every time we see that number increment, we have a cheering section over here. And we're $3,000 away from hitting the goal for the entire evening.
Yeah.
$3,000. So I would absolutely just graciously ask, if you have a bid out there and you can afford to double it up, please just double it up. It's an easy way to increase that number, get us to where we need to. We're right around the corner. The cool thing, and I mentioned it before, is the bidder numbers that you see. It's not the same bidder number across the board. It's like every different thing has a unique bidder number.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I mean, it just shows that there's so many people that are supporting this. It's not just one family, or it's not just one couple, or it's not just one group. It's all these different people. There's $20 more. I'll take it. It's everybody that's coming together to come out and support this. So we've got 27 minutes left. Naturally, let me tell you what happens here. So, we've done a lot of these auctions for a number of different groups across the Rio Grande Valley, and we love to do this. It's so much fun when we run this software because we get to see it, right? And inevitably, what happens is it's not the last 30 minutes, and it's not the last 15 minutes. It's like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it just blows up. And so let me give you some tips here. If you want to snipe these bids, there's a very what? Doubled the 8th grade?
8th grade project.
What?
8th grade project just got doubled.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay, we're almost there. We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Oh, we're 2,000 away.
Lots of excitement over here from our teachers because they're seeing the live scoreboard.
That's so
8th grade
cool.
project was doubled. All of a sudden, we're like getting closer to that goal. We're a little bit under, I guess, some are hovering around 2,000 away from the goal. So amazing job. So
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you
Lenz
for
is going to
doing
kind
that.
of tell you how that last 5 minutes works.
Let me tell you, so here's the deal. There's something in there called max bid. And if you haven't seen what max bid is yet, you can set the maximum bid that you want to reach. And if you set it like, oh, that's so cool. Come on. I love it. Anyway, $1,250 on that 8th grade project. Okay. So with the max bid, what you do is you say, I'm going to spend a maximum of $1,000. And anyone who comes in who tries to bid against it, it will immediately outbid the last person. So if you set it up and you have it set right, it'll automatically send them a text message and outbid them. So whoever sets the highest number is probably going to win. But if you have a couple of them, the computer does the math super quick, and it'll figure out who the winner is. So it's kind of a race to the top. But feel free to use that max bid. It works really well. We just got, did they double also? Oh, no, that was principal for a day that just went up.
Yeah, principal for the day just went up.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Yeah. Without mentioning any names, principal of the day just went up.
It did just go up.
Yep.
Text me if you want me to mention your name.
Yeah. So I will say this, and just adding, I know we've been talking about the projects, we've been talking about our school safety, but we can't forget the most important reason why we're here, right? And that is in support of Catholic education. You know, Catholic School Week is all this week. It's a celebration of just your choice for your child to be in a Catholic school. I always tell people all the time, your number one reason why you should be here is faith formation. And I truly believe that a Catholic education or education and a focus on Christ is the foundation to the future. I mentioned on Friday during announcements at church that not only do you choose Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School because of the Catholic education, because of the academics, because we can prepare your child for college, but most importantly, the faith formation, we get your child ready for heaven. So here at Lady of Sorrows School, like our battle cry and our slogan is college and heaven bound. And that is what we're committed to. We have amazing teachers who really hone in on that focus and faith formation, but you get the best of both worlds because we're always pushing that academic rigor and always looking to improve our academic model as well.
Yeah, no,
so
and I think that's
yeah.
exactly what you said. Those are some of the reasons that it brings it home for us. Yeah. You know, and we're constantly looking. We look at what's the best thing for our kids, what's the best thing for them, not just as students, but as human beings.
Yeah.
And you know, it's anytime you ever have any doubt, once math starts coming back and you want to go, you listen to those kids sing. I tell you, I think as a parent, I miss being centered with that every Friday morning more than anything else. I mean, we go out and my wife and I would always try to make it to every mass when I was in town and come in and sit through there, and it changes your entire weekend. But being able to see your kids interacting like that is just phenomenal. It's so great. It's so great to see. So
absolutely. And that's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, Our Lady of Sorrows Schools families, community, and friends. I mean, this is why we're here. We're here in support of Catholic education, and we want to continue to just support what we're doing. And we know that we need to be there. We're getting so close.
We're right there.
We're right there. We're getting so close. We're getting so close. This is why we're here. The excitement that you're hearing from the teachers, the staff that are still here, the excitement you're hearing is because we are getting closer to that goal. They're continuing, and a lot of them, this is almost like a telethon back in the day because they're all on. Well, what you all don't see is their phones. They're all on their phones, either texting,
hey, do me a favor. Look,
doing something.
Here, look, hold on.
Give me a quick second.
Here, check this out. Let me show you guys something. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show the camera real quick. I want everyone to see you all cheering because you all have been going through this.
Make sure.
And we want to make sure here. Look. So let me show you the behind the scenes. All right, this is behind the scenes. Mr. Martinez and I are up on the stage. We're hanging out up here. We've got the stage set up in the gym. We swing this part around, and behind me you see our loyal pack of cheerleaders. Now show them everybody else that's here. Show everybody else. You see everybody else that's here? No, there's nobody else here. This is us. But we're having a good time. We're enjoying this. We're enjoying the night. We're right around the corner from being able to say that this was a complete and utter success. Oh,
Yes.
This is so much fun. So much fun.
It's been a blast. We have a cheering section here. They're constantly watching the scoreboard, and we're looking to see how everything is moving. And and earlier today, I was just bringing us back to like why our purpose and our why is obviously to continue to obviously continue. And anytime I kind of get distracted, it's because our cheering section over here is kind of like pushing it up, right? So it's the contributions. It's for one purpose and one purpose only, to continue to sustain Catholic education in the Rio Grande Valley, here in McAllen, Texas, here at Our Lady of Sorrows School. So I want to continue to thank you for all of your contributions and all of your hard work. We're going to continue to push. We're going to continue to watch that scoreboard, that live ticker. It looks like some of the projects are going up just a tad bit. I see the parking VIP has moved up just a little bit as well. Second grade now has another bid on the project. Second grade. Third grade went up a little bit. Eighth grade project went up. I think they'll stay the same. We're still looking at some of these over here. Fourth grade's holding steady. Let me see one more push. VIP parking space, that one went up significantly. Let's see the overall. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Right around the corner. Put a little background music in there. Get a little vibe going.
Right around the corner. We have 19 minutes. 19 minutes left until the platform closes.
This is it. This is the big push.
So we have a little under 19 minutes left. So continue to watch it. Continue to push. It's not too late. In the next 18 minutes, continue to share your link on social media. Share your link on with your families and friends.
There we go.
Have them simply donate to the school.
Let's see. You think anyone else is going to be out there for a double down? We already saw one family do it. Let's see if someone else will pop in there.
We had one project. We had one family double down on a project, double the price. Let's see how many of you are out there still. Remember, all of this is going towards our kids, our students here at Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic School, and of course for two-way Catholic education.
The fourth grade. Let's see those fourth graders. We're the fourth grade. First, second, third, fourth. It's the biggest one on the stage. 25. Woo! There it is. Man. Good job. Good job.
Thank you all so much.
There it is.
We hit that goal. We hit that magic number.
That's awesome.
But we still have 17 minutes left.
Now let's double that number.
Let's double that number. We have 17 minutes left. We reached our goal. Thank you all so much for all of your contributions. We're not done yet. I've always said this statement, it's not the goal, it's what the goal makes you do. So we keep moving the bar. So let's continue to push. Thank you all so much. We reached the goal for the evening.
5th graders and 7th graders. I would love to see that number doubled. 5th grade and 7th grade. These are tremendous projects that are up here on the stage. If you could double these, it would be incredible to turn these around. The students worked really hard on it. You know, it was funny. I talked to Nola, I talked to my daughter, and I said, hey, what do you think your class project is going to go for? And she's like, I don't know. And I said, I mean, give me a number. What do you think it's going to go for? She said, like $100 or $200. I said, I hope that I can come back and blow your mind with how much people are investing in the school by helping you all with that class project. And so, you know, I love to see these numbers just rise and rise and rise. I think the students get a kick out of it also. You know, it's great to see the fundraising. I'm excited to see what we do next also. So let's talk real quick. I mean, we have a few minutes here. Fishing tournament.
Yeah.
What's the story there? We're not fishing, we are fishing.
Well, that's still in the works. We're trying to see what creative event we can do to wrap up the school year, obviously, for our second fundraiser of the year. Very important to us. Obviously, our fishing chair is Mr. Rick Aguirre, who always does an amazing job putting it together. You know, just trying to work with him and see what type of safe event can we put on where we can still encompass that school and church and overall community, bring everybody together in a safe way, raise funds for the school, you know, one final push, but still do it, I mean, in an outdoor setting, something. So just working with him after this big event, we'll take a break for a while, start planning and start just thinking through about what that's going to look like, because we also have the car raffle. We'll have the car raffle in May as well.
Excellent, excellent. Josh, if you could do me a huge favor, make sure that whatever is playing in the background there is fun and exciting and non-explicit. I would appreciate that.
I think right now we're at the 15-minute mark. I'm going to give us a small little break.
Take about 5 minutes.
5 minutes so we can come back. Yeah, 5-10 minutes so we can come back for that final push. Thank you all so much. We hit that metric of success that we wanted to hit tonight, but we're still not done yet. But we're going to take a small break, and we'll join you. We will join you shortly.
Awesome.
cute. I don't need no makeup. Original cute body. You want me man, mother, woman, you cute. I don't need no makeup. Original cute body. You want me man, mother, woman. Physically fit, physically fit, physically. Woman, physically fit, physically. Woman, you nice, sweet, fantastic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you nice, sweet, fine, energetic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you nice, sweet, fantastic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, you nice, sweet, fine, energetic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big Titanic. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Oh man, you cute. I don't need no makeup. Original cute body. You want make man man up. Oh man, you cute. I don't need no makeup. Original cute body. You want make man man up. Eyeliner. When you fix a make man man up. Nose powder. When you fix a make man man up. Lucky eyebrow. When you fix a make man man up. Get the lipstick. When you fix a make man man. Woman, you nice broad face and you nice hip. Big man flip and bust up them lip. Woman, you nice and energetic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big title. Woman, you nice broad face and you nice hip. Big man flip and bust up them lip. Woman, you nice and energetic. Bitch up on the ocean, that's a big title. Woman, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Check.
Let's have some fun. Whoa, we got feedback. All right. We're 7 minutes away.
Are we live?
Oh, did I turn on that? I may have turned
We're
that
back.
on. Yeah.
Have a little bit of feedback.
Whoa.
How much?
We're almost there.
How much did they, can they hear the background whenever they?
I don't know. I don't know if they can hear us yelling and screaming. We could turn that mic on and they could hear it. Are we?
No, it's because if we're trying to like announce.
Oh, okay. We're good
We're
now.
back. So do you know around what time we did get, do you remember what time we did get cut off? Okay.
Right, so we're going to start again.
We're going to start all over again.
We've got 5 minutes left.
Yes.
A great announcement that we just realized and we're so grateful for.
Yes. So thank you all. We're sorry, technical difficulties with the last 5.5 minutes left. We sold out of all our pavers. The paver stones are sold out. That's going to be an awesome addition to our walkway out here in front of the gym. It's going to be amazing. It'll be there forever. So we have a couple of memory tree items left to sell. We also have donations that are coming in. Yep. So we're looking at the grand total. We're at 26,670. We're getting closer to even 30 now.
5 minutes.
5 minutes away.
Can we? Okay. Is it okay? I think we should bring our cheering section on stage with us.
Yes. We're going to ask our teachers to come on stage with us for
Everyone
the final
who's been here with
push.
us.
Teachers and staff that have been here with us since we started at 6. We've been going hard.
Mr. D, I don't know why you're sitting down. Come on.
Mr. D is managing. Be careful with the projects as you come up.
Over.
Yeah.
Come right on up. Right on up. Come join us. Stay in front. Stay in front of this
yeah, stay in front of the black line in front. There we go.
There, we've
stay
got
in front of the, as long as you stay in front of the
it.
black line, you're good because the way the stage is, you can come over this way as well.
Josh, you want to come on up? All right. So,
we're getting closer.
Right, that's good. We got 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can get it up to 30.
Yeah. We've always said it's not the goal, it's what the goal makes you do. We already hit 25. We're so close to the 30. Can we hit the 30?
Almost there. Almost there.
We're getting closer. We see all of them coming up. Parking space. Parking space is going up. Thank you.
Good.
Somebody's going to have VIP. Montessori project, first grade
project.
project.
My selfie. Everybody say hi. Say cheese. There we go. I got a good selfie. We've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let's see. The final totals are going to come after that 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope everybody has their bids set. We've got max bids set. We have everything ready to rock and
Principal
roll.
for the day is going up too.
It is.
We got a new leader.
That parking space jumped up a little bit too, huh?
Yeah.
27.05.
We're getting closer. It's getting closer.
We're almost there. $20, $40 at a time. Oh, and still I didn't see.
We're approaching 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes left.
This is so cool. What a fun night. I hope that this whole family can get together again soon because it's such a great time being able to be with everyone and sharing this. Thank you for everyone who's tuning in, taking the time to hang out with us online. This is great. 2 minutes and 40 seconds going. Second grade class projects going up.
You can still send the link out to your friends and families. It's okay to chat tonight. Get all over the chats and make it active. Spread it.
Delete WhatsApp tomorrow, please. Fifth graders, double down. Fifth graders, come on. We've got 2 projects that are still under $1,000. I think we can bring those up in the next 2 minutes.
And we're approaching 2 minutes.
If you can spend 500, you can spend 1,000. Come on, I know you got it in you. I know it.
Still climbing.
We're going up.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer.
All right, let's go. For whoever's sitting there thinking that your click of the button isn't going to make the difference, please click it. You've got a minute and 50 seconds. We would love to see this jump above 30,000. It would be incredible. Please take a minute to just say, you know what? Go for it. Just YOLO that fund away. Come on, let's have some fun.
And like we said earlier, even if it's not for a project, you can simply get on the platform and you can just click, make a donation, and it goes straight towards Catholic education at A.S. Arnold Catholic School.
But it's cooler to bid on something that you can take home.
Yes.
That your kids work
if you
really,
want
really
something
hard on.
tangible to take home, to have a representation,
a minute 20.
Absolutely. Approaching a minute left. It's almost time. The portal may close. It's gonna close in a little over a minute. We're getting closer.
Oh, we're so close. We're $2,000. Oh, there you go. We're $2,000 away. $2,000 away. We're almost there. 60 seconds. Come on. Come on.
1 minute. 1 minute. It's 1 minute. It's like a countdown for New Year's Eve.
We're
right?
going to. We're going to count it down.
Like
Why not?
New Year's
this
Eve
is
countdown.
so much fun. Oh, it's getting those numbers back up there again. There we go. There we go.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Approaching 30 seconds. Approaching 30 seconds.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Final
last
push.
30 seconds.
Final push.
30
seconds.
Oh, y'all ready? All right.
Let's see.
Almost.
It's almost.
Principal for the day, VIP. I wonder if that parking space is going to break 3,000. We're about to find out. Here we go. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The action's over! Oh, that's so great. All right.
Mr. Lenz, come up here to the front.
Good job, man. Good job.
Okay,
let's see. Let's see what we ended up with.
One more.
It went over 3,000.
You're still live with us here.
Okay. Wait for it. We're going to see the big number any second now. Let's see. Any second now.
Come on.
Come on. Whoa. 3,100 on the parking space. 2,005 on principal for a day. What's our number? What do you guys think it's going to be? Oh! Oh!
Still come.
Someone make a $50 donation right now. We're $60 away from hitting $30,000. We'll give it one more cycle. It's going to take about 20 seconds. One more cycle. Someone please donate Jessica, if you're listening, I know. You keep telling me we're on a spending freeze whenever I want to buy golf stuff. I know. Please donate $60 super quick. Please. Please. You got like 10 seconds. You got like 20 seconds. Click the button. All right.
We'll wait. We'll go one more.
I think we can do it. She's calling me. Hold on. Let's see if there was a donation in there somewhere. This is the word.
Hey, whatever. So it's.
I don't know if they can.
No.
Let me go check real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me see if I can get a $60 donation in there.
So, parents, we're making that final push, but we are 100% grateful for everything that you've done, your contributions, your participation more than anything. I'd like to thank Mr. Drew Lenz for helping us with the platform. Mr. Josh Morales for his work behind the camera. The magic behind a lot of things that happen here at OLS with our marketing videos and our push. But most importantly, I want to thank all the parents, all the OLS community, all the OLS families that came together tonight, this evening, to make this all possible. And I want to ground us back into what the meaning of our event was. And that's just to come together and our contributions are all going towards a Catholic education. And what a better way to kick off Catholic Schools Week than with this event and all of your contributions. From the bottom of my heart, our hearts up here, everybody who stuck with us and is still here with us, everybody who participated to make this event possible, we thank you all so much. Without you, our students are what makes Our Lady of Sorrows School. The families are the ones that make it possible. And of course, it's our focus on Christ Jesus and the words of Christ, and our faith that continues to push us to just get stronger in His Word and also just get stronger as one big community. So Drew, I'd like for you to come in here one final time so that we say goodbye.
What? Before we say goodbye, I fixed it. You can donate. So if someone could just get in and donate just a little bit more. Yeah. I left the donations up till 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Awesome.
If anyone else wants to make a donation, this has been such a pleasure as someone who's a parent here, who's a friend here, who is a volunteer here. You know I love all y'all. You know, it's great to be here. It's great to have our kids back. And this is fun. This is actually really fun. We had a good time. So.
Awesome. Well, everybody have a safe evening. Thank you for your participation. God bless. And thank you once again.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
You think it went over 30? Hold on. Let's give it one last one. I said 30 for the end. Let's see. I did get a few texts saying, I can't donate, fix it. So I fixed it. So let's see. Oh, how close. Oh. 30,220.
30,000. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
God bless.
Thank you so much. God bless you.